effective immediately. In more news, Second Vice President of the Trinidad and Tobago National Nurses Association, Letitia Cox, toured several health facilities across Tobago on Thursday, meeting with nurses and other healthcare professionals as she ramped up her campaign for the upcoming TTNNA elections. The campaign comes at a pivotal time for the association, with long-serving President Edie Stewart set to demit office after a decade at the helm, paving the way for new leadership within the organization. Ms. Cox and her team, the advocates, are working to ensure that nurses in Tobago know their voices matter and that their concerns remain a priority in the upcoming TTNNA elections. While salary negotiations form a key part of her proposed mandate, Cox emphasized that her vision extends beyond pay and benefits.
Partnerships for housing. We're looking for partnerships to ensure education grants. We're looking for partnership to ensure that, hey, you can get your car. You can actually afford to do all the things you need to do with the money that you have.
Ms. Cox highlighted the challenges many nurses face in qualifying for home financing and said efforts are being made to explore solutions tailored to nurses across different income levels.
So we want to have an arrangement, whether it be with the government or a private developer or financier, where we have a rent-to-own initiative, where we can turn that rent into an investment into your mortgage.
In sport now, 2 goals in the space of 9 minutes by second-half substitute Nicholas Dillon saw Defence Force FC come from behind to defeat Suriname team SB Brokey 2-1 in the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup on Thursday. SB Brokey's Alan Da Costa opened the scoring in the 34th minute with a long-distance strike that saw the visitors go in at half-time 1-0 up. With time ticking away at the Hasely Crawford Stadium, substitute Nicholas Dillon scored in the 74th and 82nd minutes, which saw Defence Force claim their first victory in the tournament. With 1 win after 2 games played, the Tetron men now sit third in Group A and will next face second-place Club Sando in an all-TNT clash on September 1st. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now, it's the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Famala Balkaran. Good morning, Famala, the host with the most.
Thank you. I was about to say bad start.
You know, I couldn't just like say the same way, you know, like copy and paste every day.
You have to switch it up every
find
single
another way
day?
to, yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'll give you that much. Good morning, Carrie. Happy
Good morning.
rainy Friday to you. How did you get off the bed this morning?
It was very difficult. I needed a spatula to scrape myself off of the bed
Listen, I did not get up on my 2 feet. I did not land on my feet. I was rolling off the bed at this point. I think I crept off the bed. Yeah, I said, wow, Carrie needs me this morning.
You know what? It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And, you know, we are just around the corner from the weekend.
But it's beautiful
pretty
weather.
much started.
It's beautiful weather, I have to tell you that. If you are trying to leave your bed or you're trying to leave home and you live in a flood-prone area, well, then it's not that beautiful.
I know, right? But, you know, one thing that is beautiful is the journey of life. And soon there are the students who would have written their exams to leave secondary school and to go into tertiary level education. And what was that transition like for you back in your day?
Genuinely, that was it was a little bit hard. I loved my secondary school experience, even primary school. And every time I turned a new page to get into a new chapter of my life, I was a little bit nervous because I was, you know, I was that kid. Getting into university days, I will tell you, it's a very hard transition, and for a lot of students, it can be a lot to consume. So you know, you just genuinely have to go forward with a positive mindset and understand that, you know, time is ticking and you want to make the best out of every opportunity that you are afforded, especially by your parents, because they worked really hard to give you that.
Yes, and let me be the stern uncle this morning, right? You know, for those who are going into university and such, and, you know, going to be away from home for the first time, this is not a license to do whatever you want. You know, your parents would have
like a true uncle this morning, Gary.
Yes, I'm being the stern uncle this morning.
Yeah.
You know, because
freedom feels really good when you're just getting it for the first time, and then by the time you get to our age, you're like, I really wish my parents would tell me to go to bed right now. But just a very serious message, and hopefully something that will uplift you if you're heading into a new chapter in your life. And also, let's not forget, there are students that are heading into technical and vocational skills. So whatever field that you are choosing to go into, even if it's not tertiary level, just do your best and really, really put your best foot forward and understand
and do
that.
what you love. And the thing is, there
Yeah.
are such great careers in many spheres across the country and many disciplines. It's again, not everybody is meant to be a doctor, lawyer, accountant. There are people who excel at
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM. Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The conversations shaping our nation, the decisions affecting our future, the issues impacting you. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring them into focus. From politics and public policy to sports, entertainment, and the voices of everyday citizens. A new perspective is coming to Saturday mornings. Focus, People, and Politics. Coming soon, exclusively on TTT. You're listening to Did You Know? A special feature on Talk City 91.1 FM, where we uncover fascinating facts about Trinidad and Tobago, our history, culture, people, places, and achievements. Join us as we take a closer look at the stories that make our twin island nation unique.
Did you know that Trinidad and Tobago's national bird is the scarlet ibis? These striking red birds are protected at the Caroni Bird Sanctuary, one of the country's most treasured natural habitats. Their brilliant scarlet feathers come from pigments found in the crabs and other small creatures that they eat. Every evening, thousands return to roost, creating one of the most spectacular sights in the Caribbean.
And that's today's edition of Did You Know? We hope you've learned something new about Trinidad and Tobago. Join us again for another interesting fact as we continue exploring the people, places, and events that have shaped our nation. This has been Did You Know on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check, it's 11 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Out of the ashes we rise.
Mr. Pleasant, good morning to all my drivers. I hear the road is wet out there. Maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, seven-seaters. Good morning to you. All my drivers, good morning to you all.
Bang, bang, bang.
Awesome in power, our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than me.
To all my senior citizens,
Our God is here.
physically challenged, disabled people, a pleasant good morning to you all.
Our God.
Not forgetting those of you that already look on our podcast on Talk City 91.1 FM on the Facebook, Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube. Good morning, teacher, and every one of you. Hey, Pamela Palu, good morning. Wendy and John. Ryan, Ali, John, a pleasant good morning. Carmen, good morning to you.
And if our
Hey, Janelle.
is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for
Good morning to you.
then who could have?
Hey, Jenny Bell, good morning.
And if our God is with us,
Michael Scotland, good morning. Baruch.
again,
How are you going, my brother? Good morning to you, Primrod.
stand again.
Hey, Kenrick Prasad, good morning. Desta Subas, good morning. Hey, brother Lenny, good morning to you, Lenny. Hey, Miss Brooklyn, good morning. Miss Lorna, good morning to you.
Our God is
Bellman, how are you going? A pleasant good morning to you. Silver Fox out there in Tobago. Yeah, I don't know, boy.
you are higher than me.
Peter Samlal saying good morning to you.
Our God is
Baby, my baby, good morning to you.
coming.
Teacher Balmain, good morning. Video day in Vancouver, pleasant good morning to you. Naz Ali and Mr. Ali, good morning to you all.
God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than the other. Our God is healer. Awesome.
Taran Dat,
Our God.
Ram Sarup,
God.
good morning to you, the O'Brady Bunch.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with
Hey, do that, Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you. Peter Samlal saying good morning.
our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our
Nadira, how are you going, love? Good morning to you. Hey, not forgetting Marilyn C. Charan, a pleasant good morning to you. Matilda Rhodes, good morning to you. And Maria Amin, good morning. That what we talking about, eh? That what we talking about. Farmer Kane Farmer, good morning. Davey, good morning to you. All those people are calling out this on YouTube and on Facebook. They are already locked on. Pearl Daniel Singh. Tara Brandon. Good morning, and Tara. Raise up there, like open QREP. Is QREP up there? Good morning. All my Taras, good morning. Come on, next baby, baby Rampasad. Good morning to you.
there's no one,
Krishna, how are you going? Good morning to you. Trini Nairo, what's up, my brother? Good morning.
none like you.
Sandra Benjamin, good morning to you.
Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise.
Samantha, good morning to you. Anne Min, tell you morning already, love, eh? Good to have you.
None like you.
Hey, Audrey, good morning to you.
God is greater. Our God is strong.
Hey, Davy Parry.
Our
Parade, good morning. Tell them how that river going there, my brother. Lennox asked me if it's on Canada side or if it's on the United States side. The Hudson River. So it look like the Hudson River is between the both countries. LP, good morning. Ramesh, good morning to you. Desmond Hines, good morning. Michael Scotland, good morning. Timothy Roberts, where we going? Marva.
Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one.
Morning, Marva. Hey, Mommy Juice, good morning to you.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than
That's what we're talking about.
our God is healer, awesome in power, our God.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Mr. Pleasant, good morning to Director Snipes. Mr. Pleasant, good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning to you, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Pleasant good morning to all the people in the chat and, of course, locked on via the World Wide Web. Good morning to you, Lennox.
Lennox Smith, today is Friday. No quarter transformation later. I heard you say that on your program last night, though. The last of the week and all kind of thing. Yeah. Good morning to you.
Yes, indeed. Good morning to you as well, my friend. Song and bubbling. Yes, a bit cloudy outside. I understand that there was a downpour, a heavy one in the east, as opposed to the to the west here, comparatively speaking, where there was a trickle or a drizzle. But that being as it may, of course, a pleasant morning to all and sundry, east, west, north, south, central, in Trinidad, our friends in Tobago. And wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web at this point in time, a pleasant good day to you. Yes, it's Friday, and what we normally would do is look at issues that we may not have had the opportunity to cover because of our hectic, 3 hours schedule. Some people say we should get more, but if we get more, I expect that the compensatory package will be commensurate with that. But that is yet to be concluded, even though, of course, I'm sure proposals are being considered. That being as it may, yes, well, what are some of them? Well, we have Gonzalez continued to be concerned about the absence for a very short period of the Commissioner of Police, and an argument has emerged, and that is that if it is that he was on official business, having been triggered by the SSA, some correspondence or some information from them, why it is the leave was considered to be personal. But of course, the Prime Minister got into the fray and said, as far as she is concerned, not only does she have full confidence in the Commissioner of Police, but the matter she has confirmed was of national security in nature. Of course, the other experts are saying, well, even if it was personal, the fact is that there might have been a hybrid, meaning that a mixture of both. Whichever it is, Gonzalez insisted that he had the right to, of course, inquire as to the procedure that would have engendered that whole scenario. After all, I mean, his common sense must tell him that if Parliament was prorogued, it was in recess, so you put it that way, and there is an urgency, then your common sense will tell you that the other mechanisms that would have been available, the Police Service Commission, for example, and the Minister of Homeland Security in this particular case, would have had to do the honors, and that in fact occurred. So I don't know what the Gonzalez is looking for again in terms of pursuing this course of action. But I suppose who the gods wish to destroy, they first send them mad. That's the only conclusion I can draw. Of course, the other matter would be that of Manning in his constituency, and this it appears to be a nemesis, his arch rival in that particular constituency, and he is still not satisfied with what how the how the General Council of the PNM is handling the matter. From what I have read, and there is documents circulating in the media. Of course, the General Council did ask people to be cautious. Don't of course wash your dirty linen in public when it appears that it is getting even more public, because there is a circulation that suggests that the Manning has been incompetent. He has been someone who probably is very difficult to treat with, and all of those things that suggests that there is an internecine conflict within that particular constituency, and that document, of course, suggests that, and at the same time, defying or should I say, not conforming to what the General Council of the PNM had requested. Of course, they said that the matter has been ventilated. A committee was set up to deal with it. The recommendations of that committee is being pursued at this point in time. What they call for is patience. But clearly, what obviously is on the line is the fragmenting and the so-called unanimity or the coming together or the staying together of the PNM. In other words, we see before our very eyes some elements of implosion, meaning that internal explosion there.
But we also see that PTSC workers seeking answers on outstanding wage talk. They say Transport and Industrial Workers Union President Sean Roberts yesterday sought. Yesterday.
Yeah, well, everybody seems to be acting up now because, of course, the Communication Workers Union, they are on a similar path, and of course, the inevitability possibly of some kind of confrontation. The substantive minister said in no uncertain terms. I'm talking here about CW, the communication workers, Barry Padarat. He said that there was no 10% wage talk on the table, so he doesn't know what they're talking about. They are saying something different. And now we are seeing, of course, this will be Eli Zaku, who is the minister responsible for at least the PTSC. We are seeing that he too will be getting some challenges from the union that supposed to be managing the affairs of the workers as far as the PTSC is concerned. So some challenges that are coming, and we will keep our eyes on it.
Well, it still boils down. They have to get the information, which again, Transport and Industrial Workers Union President Sean Roberts yesterday sought to allay concerns among members who visited the union's Laventille headquarters seeking an update on a long-running wage negotiation, in fact. A small group of public transport service corporation workers arrived unannounced at the office seeking answers about the delay in the resolution, in the resolving their wage demands. The workers said they have received no update from the union since December. All this is information that you did not spill out to them. And that's why I say it's very important that we take.
No, I just was covering the broad position, but you go ahead. That is appropriate. Go ahead.
Yes. They say on December the 16th, 2025, Roberts and the union members march from Citygate to the Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation in Port of Spain, where they delivered a letter addressing to, for a matter of fact, a letter addressed to Transport and Civil Aviation, to Eli Zaku earlier. The letter outlined the difficult financial circumstances facing PTSD workers, whom I would say were struggling to support themselves and their families on current salaries, with several other unions having recently settled negotiations. Oh boy, so that's what they're saying, but when we also see Mr. Zachary, but we also see, we ain't hearing about this settlement. We ought to be playing unfair, you know. We ain't hearing about these settlements, but we heard the minister mentioning about opening other routes. At the end of the day, it's the same workers is what will be needed for other routes to be open. But I'm not too sure if we heard about new buses. It's shortage of buses. And if within the routes that you already have, you cannot service, why would you take God out your thoughts to open other routes with buses you don't have? I don't know. I'm maybe not too bright.
I came across an article. That suggested that there will be several new buses. The numbers have evaded me at this point. One and two, there is a fervent focus on the repairs of existing ones. So I think that may have conditioned or would have prompted the minister probably to make that announcement. But I want to say this as well, that it appears that there is a dichotomy, a division of those persons who supported the present administration, because I'm saying so because here it is, we have a situation where the Communication Workers Trade Union General Secretary is saying because they did not support the present administration during the course of the campaign as part of the coalition of interests, that they are not being favored. Let me put it that way. But on the other hand, the transport workers, I understand, would have been part and parcel of the support as far as the coalition is concerned. So there is this contradiction. And of course, the Communication Workers Trade Union's General Secretary is saying categorically, well, we support no one, and yet we support everyone. So taking a neutral stand, but I'm sure that there were certain, what I consider to be information and communications with respect to that during the course of the this is water now. This is not water under the bridge.
Out because I have not, nor you have not heard the minister Eli Zachary in any way talking about the wage negotiation of the PTSE workers, which we need a proper public service. If you are not being paid, you would not want to. It come like the upliftment, the upkeep program, where people, well, I think it coming on track back now. But it was very unfair that a month pass, 6 weeks pass, 8 weeks pass. People that look for money to travel to go to work in that upkeep program and cannot be paid. That come like the same thing when it comes to PTSD workers. I mean, even if we don't have the money, we need them to say something. Say something. Tell the people something. We're not going down the road of the PNM or for ignorance. Let them know, why here it is. At this point in time, we can't negotiate no settlement. We're looking to close off this deal, that deal, in order to have the money to pay all you. That's all it takes. Let people know. Whether it's good news, bad news, talk to the people. That's what most people want. Communications. What says now?
Yeah, I accept that as a fact, and
give us a little
I'm sure there is more in the motor than the pestle. That is how I see it, because that didn't happen in a vacuum in terms of the the concerns of the small group of workers that descended on the headquarters of the transport union in Laventille. And it's not by accident either that the communication workers trade union are also expressing their concern. But I am sure that there is more in the motor than the pestle, and I wait for the revelations that I expect will be emanating from that.
But you sure it's not more any motor beside the
encounter
pestle?
between management or the government and that of the workers.
Right,
Go
but
ahead,
you're
and the
saying that it's not
representative.
more any motor than the pestle will tell us? Because
No,
I can't say that unless...
I would be in the realm of speculation if I do that. I don't want that. I'm waiting for the rest to come out because this is just the nascent.
Well,
or the
then why
beginning
throw
stage of this.
salt in the womb, Lennox Smith, if it is you just base it on speculation? That you sure, that's what you say, you know.
I just said I will not speculate. Why you say that I base it on speculate?
Because you said...
When I just said it will be speculation if I say there is more in the motor and give details. I just said that.
All right, but...
English is very difficult.
All right, but I'm trying to understand it. I'm sure I heard you say that you are sure it have more in the motor than the pestle based on
That's
the
right.
government, the union. How I take it, I'm telling you how I take it, so you'll understand how other people take it. So
Okay.
you may be able to change your dialect or your sentence in order for me to take it properly. Because I tell you how I take it. I take it that you are speculating. I take it that you are saying that the negotiation, that's how I take it. However the negotiations is going at this point in time, whether they get through, they didn't get through, if it go, you're sure that there's more in the motor beside the pestle, and it sounds like you're balancing on the government side that it will come out. And so that I ask you, well, Lennox Smith, what in the motor you are sure about? So again, don't blame me
Right.
for taking it so. You need to change your sentence
All
for me
right,
to
so
take it the right
I'm
way.
changing anything. I'm saying that I'm sure that there's more in the motor than just the pestle. And I'm saying I'm not prepared, based on your further question, I'm not prepared to speculate on what are the specific other things in that motor, because I'm basing that not just on experience, but that is how it operates. You cannot go, for example, at the level of the union, descend on them and ask questions as to what is the status. What is the status means that there are things there that would have been pending, obviously, and thus, of course, my logical conclusion that there's more in the motor than the pestle that needs to be ventilated before we, or me, in the media, will want to further comment on. Yeah.
Okay. Before we go for that break, let me just show one more thing here, because I want to get some understanding to this. We know the Arcelon Mattel plant, so we are seeing here steel workers warn PM. So they warn the Honorable Pamela Prasad Bissessar. Learn from Arcelon Mattel. Yes, that's what they're saying. They are saying here the Steel Workers Union and of Trinidad and Tobago is warning Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bissessar to learn from its country's experience with ArcelorMittal as a former Point Lisa steel plant, as the former Point Lisa steel plant prepares to resume operation. Union President Timothy Bailey told Guardian Media that the union and its members remain hopeful that Prasad Bissessar will take a different approach from previous administration and protect the interests of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The Steel Workers Union and members at this time remains hopeful that the Honorable Prime Minister will do the right thing and operate differently from the previous administration, Bailey said. What it is he's talking about, what they want settled, what they are wanting.
Clearly, there are about three issues that he has expressed in that particular statement. The first is, of course, a generic one, which says, "Learn from the last experience. Do not, in other words, allow a company to come in and then, of course, simply go without treating with the workers." That is, and we know that because I mean Jennifer Johnson, I believe, yes, Jennifer, when the former Minister of Labour under the PNM. You know, we have an experience there that is more hilarious than anything else. But the point is, the other two areas I believe that they are also admonishing the government on is that. All right, the company is here. We have given. There must be some contractual arrangement with the plant, etc., to see about. But of course, as a union, they would want to treat with that. But I want to say this: the Prime Minister in the union suddenly resurrecting. That is the impression I got, and talking about stakeholder interests, and she responded by saying, it may sound harsh, but she said that the plant was down for quite a long time, and they never talked about trying to get it up and running on their own, etc. So they will have to speak with the new managers or owners of the plant. That is essentially what she's saying, and therefore the government cannot get into that. However, we have to acknowledge the fact that recently, the severance and other benefits to workers passed in the parliament recently under Mr. Batiste, who of course is the Minister of Labour, I think will bring comfort with respect to those matters as the union have raised in their concern, right? In terms of not pulling out and leaving the workers high and dry. In fact, they are still asking if the new owners could resolve the old matters. And I don't think as a new owner, I personally would not have. I would look for new workers all entirely to, of course, man my plant. But as I said, those are the issues that clearly the union is speaking to.
Oh, so in real, what they are asking the Honorable Prime Minister to do is get involved in this new company that really and truly have nothing to do with the old one, and
That's right.
technically tell this new company, here it is. I want to settle these ex-former negotiations with these workers and them here with this planned closing thing, but that is impossible. A Prime Minister can't do that. One, two.
Obviously, I can't see. You look at the investment to resurrect a thing that was done for so long. Then you're coming now to tell me to, of course, try to build that into it with the greatest degree of affinity and love and so on. I mean, it simply has no place in that discussion. Maybe when it's up and running, and maybe if they recruit old workers who have the experience, etc., I'm sure maybe somebody could, but the union has to take the lead. I don't see how the government could take the lead in this matter.
Not only that. All right, but not only that, that will come like, if I already make up my mind, well, I'm coming to spend $500 million to get this thing up and running. If I had to put in consideration the former workers and settlement and this and that, and it means they're watching about 500 million by 100 million more. That comes like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, we go for the break, and when we come back more, it's already getting hot in here, even though, of course, there is an overcast. When we come back, more.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you, conversations that spark new ideas, stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Stirring up energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here. Yo, stamina energy. It's the what I'm gonna energy. It's the what I'm gonna energy. Is the drink to keep me pumping, baby. To keep me moving. To keep me grooving. To keep me pumping.
Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Available now in strawberry lemonade. Only 5 calories. Pure energy.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I conserving energy. I switch your LED. At the stun of the AC. And I saving real money. It's our responsibility. For a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
When the country needs answers, when the people need a voice, there's only one station. Talk City, 91.1 FM.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you, conversations that spark new ideas, stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
This back-to-school season, let's make sure no child gets left behind. TTT Limited is hosting its annual back-to-school drive for the less fortunate, and we need your help. Drop off the following stationery at TTT Limited, 11A Marval Road, from Monday 13th July to Tuesday 1st September. We're collecting book bags, lunch bags, notebooks, copybooks, pencil cases, pens, pencils, water bottles, and sanitary items. Every item you donate puts a smile on the child's face and a pencil in their hand. TTT Back to School Drive, 11A Marval Road. Drop off today because every child deserves a fresh start. TTT, we're here for you.
More news, more access, more ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter on air and online. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
At the Barak Down Foundation, we're committed to empowering lives through Islamic education, practical skills training, academic support, and compassionate community service. Our Islamic programs for all age groups include fiqh, tafsir, tajweed, Islamic studies level 1 to 3, and Qori and Hifz classes for both males and females. Build valuable life skills with our vocational courses in electrical installation, plumbing, welding, sewing, and cakes and pastries. Students can also benefit from our SCA, CSEC, and remedial classes designed to support academic success. Our commitment extends beyond the classroom through community outreach initiatives such as hamper drives, feeding the needy, housing and medical assistance, street dawah, hospital visits, and free counseling services for all ages. So whether you're seeking knowledge, learning a trade, excelling academically, or looking for support, the Barak Down Foundation is here for you, serving the Creator for the common good.
Connect with Sharon is now live Monday to Thursday from 12:10 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Join veteran broadcaster Sharon Farfan as she gives a voice to the voiceless, tackles the issues that matter most, and connects you with the people who can make a real difference. From community concerns to consumer issues, when the conversation starts with Sharon, action follows. Connect with Sharon now Monday to Thursday 12:10 p.m. to 1 p.m. only on Talk City 91.1 FM, your station for talk, connect, make a difference.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's 47 minutes past the hour, about 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. You're truly the pitbull of radio. Lennox Smith, Director Snipes, in studio. What I'm going to do is just play 2-3 voice notes there. Yes, the lines are open to you, and your voice notes are welcome. And in the little gaps, we were going to touch on other front burner issues that we think we need to come to the forefront. Oh boy, oh
Yeah, well,
boy.
I think immediately
Yes,
the one
good.
that I think we should have probably touched on first, 11 bomb threats to magistrates' courts and other facilities, including, of course, that of the Ministry of Local Government, government. Bomb threats. And of course, the Prime Minister has said, as head of the National Security Council, to be calm. Go ahead, people, and with your business as usual. The security forces have been put on alert since Wednesday with respect to that particular matter, and the matter is being attended to adequately by the law enforcement agencies in the country. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Lennox Smith and Snipes, I really and truly don't study bomb threats in Trinidad and Tobago, because that is like, you know, the man crying wolf, crying wolf, crying wolf, crying wolf. Since I go into school, it had that. I see all kind of thing, you know. I know all I think at a point was a miserable fella didn't want to go to school a day or so, and I know all I think they make a phone call to the school saying it have a bomb in the classroom or whatever. Like when you don't want to go to school and don't want to go to work. Other than that, Trinidad and Tobago is not in the Middle East and them places where again, I'm just talking for me. In real, the government of Trinidad and Tobago have to take it serious. The security apparatus of Trinidad and Tobago have to take it serious. But lo and behold, I don't something that I tell anybody, all don't worry all yourself. What goes on as usual, however it go. Because there's many of them same people, their family members, and them who want to go by the beach, who have a layout, who are this, who are that, is who calling in the bomb threats and them. And just who want to be miserable. Or you ever see a bomb threat and a building blow up in Trinidad? When you go on a mustard point? When a bomb threat?
No. But your last point, I think, is very valid. Mischief makers, people who want to give some suggestion that Trinidad and Tobago is in a state of perpetual or eternal turmoil. And it has not gone unnoticed by foreigners. I understand that the South Korean mission here have issued a certain amount of concern to their own citizens that may be here or persons planning to come to Trinidad. So it has the negative impact that none of us will really want, especially when Trinidad is now poised to take off as a real, let's say, economic giant and take charge of the Western Hemisphere or the Caribbean and CARICOM. So
right.
It is not a nice thing at all. But as you rightly said, domestically, locally, people will dismiss that as more mischief than anything else.
Nice. So my question with that bomb threat issue that Lennox bring to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, do you all take that serious? Do you all believe, or have you all ever seen a bomb threat calling where William was working, someone a bomb threat calling? Police come, fire service come, or they get a mustard point and go out there, play cards, all kind of thing. At that point, I play wapi. To the outside, I play all fours. Yeah, on the phone, they with a little woman. Yeah, baby, yeah, a bomb threat calling, we outside here chilling all by the mustard point. Do you all really actually take bomb threat serious in Trinidad and Tobago? Or have you all...
We must remember that a bomb in a bin in Port of Spain injured a woman. So
they didn't call in that,
you have to take. That's what I say. You have to take these threats serious, because we have things entering this country, right? That can't be accounted for. So we have to take these bomb threats serious.
But we
don't manufacture high-powered rifles here, and if high-powered rifles can reach here, it's not difficult to get a grenade in this country or something in this country.
I agree with you 100%. In any way, I am not telling them don't take it serious. I'm asking them if they are taking it serious.
Yeah, and I think it's a fair question. It's a fair question because, I mean, having regard to the turnover the rate of turnover of these threats. And I know of a few myself that was intended for purposes other than actually engaging.
Yeah, because not only that.
Let's hear what the callers have to say in terms of whether they see it as serious.
Because again, since I 49, I gone 50, I all kind of bomb chat. I and all was part and Mustard Point. I waiting for the kaboom, and nothing never happened. Tell anyone only can tell me that a bomb, that all your witness bomb threat at a building and the building blow up. Snipes bring up a very good point based on a bomb in dustbin, which nobody never called in that. Nobody never get to go Mustard Point. That is somebody put that in the bin there. Or if it goes, so that was no bomb threat. That was a bomb. That was an ambush. That is how real bombers is operate. Real bomber in my book ain't gonna tell you, look, I put a bomb there. In Baghdad and Suriname and all them places in the Middle East where people blowing up and market blowing up. Does the people say, hey, it have a bomb there? Well, in my book, to what I see, wherever blow up, it's because they never tell you. It just blow up. Like, for instance, the marathon. That a marathon somewhere in Boston or somewhere in America where people get hurt. Did it have a bomb threat? No. The same dustbin kind of bacchanal thing, put on thing to the side of the road, just blow up. So in my book, a real threat will not be announced. Anything in my book, guys, in my book, that has been announced when it comes to bomb and this place going to blow up. In my book, that false. That people looking for time off. That bacchanal thing. That's in my book.
And it doesn't take away, of course, the responsibility of the state to take these matters.
Now, them have to take it serious.
Yeah, important.
So I
and
just
serious, simply because they're responsible for the overall security of citizens. But
right, but I
citizens
want to know.
themselves, let's hear what they have to say.
I want to know what you, the citizen, if anything like me again, only don't have to. That's just my Andy Williams, the Pitbull Radio opinion on this whole bomb chat thing. Because again, a real bomb threat, the person not going to let you know a bomb in your building. Because the mean for putting it there and not letting you know is because they want to blow up, kill people, hurt people, destroy the building to send a message.
Good morning, welcome.
Right, good morning to the ground report.
Yes.
Yeah, they should take into consideration that bomb threat issue because as Nigel Snipes say, a lot of things coming in the country that is unaccounted for, so it is not impossible for bombs to really come. And to get the record straight on this one thing, the military here in Trinidad have grenades, and you know it all kind of people in Trinidad, so they get access to that, it is not impossible. So yes, we should take that serious. But the last you know what my concern this morning?
Go ahead.
Concerning the same steel matter thing Oliver was talking about. It. Here's the question I want to ask, right? This new company who is taking over this whole operation, right? The same workers who used to operate that, the same people they're going to be used back to run that, well, I say to work in the steel operation.
They never say that.
Not per se, no, not per se. They will invite people for different positions. And one expects that those persons who have the experience will come and may get preference. But to say that because they were connected to the previous dispensation, that they will get preference, that is not the principle.
Okay, right. The reason why I asked that question is this, right? They are basically stating is that, okay, when the plant was closed down, they wasn't paid off. So if a new company is taking over, they go have to pay them off. That's basically what it is.
Yes, that is what they're saying, yeah.
And you really cannot do that. That is something you were supposed to discuss with the company you was working with before. And
That's
if
right.
them decide not to pay off the workers, that is not my fault if I take over the business now.
That's right.
So yeah, all your right when all they say they go be buying Captain Bang, they really do that thing. So they can't negotiate that. They would not do that.
Yeah.
And they have no right to do that. But thank you.
Yeah, but of course, it doesn't stop the union from, of course, trying something. Right? Mm-hmm.
That was a very good one from him there. Very good one. He understood.
Yeah, definite, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to play a voice now there.
Yes, good morning to the mighty Pitbull.
Hey, what the hell with you, boy?
So, here and
Yeah, hear this man now. Hear this man. That man, that a chihuahua. That a dog. That himself sound like a dog. I wanted to know that one laugh. Listen to him, all here. Listen to him, Lennox. Listen to him.
He missed Mikey.
Yeah, he leave Mikey alone now. Yeah, he hear him now. He come on the pit bull now. Hear him.
Yes, good morning to the mighty Pitbull. Yes. So here and the you remember the coca drag that was throwing around with all the US billions in it. Where that gone to, Andy? Where that bag gone to? And did it go overseas on a flight? And they have a hopsing Chinese man, a short fella, who Anil is described as something. Right? I wonder if he gone.
Oh boy. Mommy Roadbrook, hold 1 minute, right? Let me just finish that voice note there. Hold on, Mommy Roadbrook. Let me just finish that voice note there. Yes, hold on. Yeah, he wonder what. Let me hear him there quick.
In a hurry to go to collect and retrieve that bag. You know, that is my question this morning, Pitbull. You know everything. You have the answers. Answer me. And before I go, I want to know, tell me who financed that building in Tongue, that humorous building, monsters building in Tongue. Who financed that building in Tongue? Play the tune, Andy, man.
Mommy Roadbrook, hold on. Let me just play Trini.
Mischievous, boy.
Let me play Trini Trump, and right after you make a contribution there. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello, Andy. All these unions are shameless. For 10 years, they had their tails between their legs and got 0, 0, 0 from the PNM. But now they are like a bunch of vultures circling around the UNC government to pay them their back pays and other pay increases. Let me remind these unions exactly what this UNC government inherited from the failed PNM who demitted office in 2025.
I told you WASA owes 900 million, almost $1 billion, to contractors for all the projects that WASA has done. How they paying that? MTS owes hundreds of millions of dollars for school construction. How they paying that? HTC owes hundreds of millions of dollars for housing construction. How they paying that? The government is broke. The government has no money.
Wow, and that's Coleman Burt admitting that, eh? I think that was right before the elections. Wow.
No.
What's
After
that?
the elections.
After the elections?
After the elections, because he was trying, ironically, to make a point that the present government will not be able to deliver. And in the process, made that confession, probably forgetting that this government would have been less than a year in office by that time.
Wait.
I mean, would have God's wish to destroy, they first sent them mad. So he went. That was one of that was an episode.
So the former finance minister, Colin Inbert, admitted to the people of Trinidad and Tobago that the now installed UNC government about a year ago, he made this argument stating that the government which they now come out of the state owes X amount of millions and that the government have no money.
Left the country broken. That is what in fact he said.
Oh boy, he admitted. Yeah. So I only hope the people out there are hearing what the former finance minister said that the UNC government came and meet a broken country. No money, owing WASA, contractors, owing MTS, owing millions of millions. That is Coleman Bird saying that. But yet still we hearing people talking about Kamala them had the country out and Kamala them this and Kamala them doing this and they doing that and they doing the other. Go ahead, Mommy Roadbrook.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. Andy, you were asking about the bomb threat. Andy, when are we going to get serious in this country? I watch all the foreign news and I see when people make all these sort of threats to the government or the people, they are being held and sent to jail. The problem in this country, Andy, why we are still having these problems is, as I said already, lack of consequences, Andy Lennox and Snipes, they're telling me, When last all you see some lawbreaker in
Mami
this
Rodberg,
country?
Mami Rodberg, hold. I'm real sorry, but you will have to stay on. Let me get that news. When we come back, you will be first after the news. Go ahead, Snipey.
All right, darling.
When my father was the age of 16 years old, he was recognized and honored by National Geographic, where they used his pictures and illustration for their centerfold. And then they took him under their bosom, and they trained my dad to be one of the top ornithologists in the Caribbean. Winston Lannan was known for it. He was like a walking encyclopedia.
CEO Alistair Nannan says the centuries-old company was established by his grandfather, Simon Nannan. Ownership and leadership of the business were then passed to his father, and today, Nannan proudly continues the family legacy as its third-generation leader. As visitors float along the wetlands, they gain a better understanding of the mangrove ecosystem, home to a variety of mammals, fishes, crustaceans, reptiles, and birds.
It's like a classroom, because the education we push on these tours is to get people, more aware about our environment and how important the mangrove ecosystem is and how important the biodiversity is here in Caroni Swamp.
The company also supports environmental initiatives, including a proposed ban on styrofoam to help reduce pollution. Additionally, it encourages all tour operators to play their part in preserving the sanctuary by promoting responsible practices, maintaining the integrity of the ecosystem, and discouraging excessive alcohol consumption during tours. In other news, another $2.66 million has been allocated to the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago by the Ministry of the People, Social Development and Family Services as part of ongoing efforts to support childcare and protection services. Minister Vandana Mohit handed over the check valued at $2.66 million to the authority's acting CEO, Rhonda Gregoire Rupchan, on Thursday. Just over $1 million will cover foster care payments for July and August, while $1.63 million will go towards statutory obligations, including PAYE and group health. The latest funding follows two interventions by the ministry in July, totaling more than $53.9 million. With Thursday's disbursement, the ministry says it has provided more than $56.5 million in financial support to the Children's Authority. The funding is intended to help the authority meet its obligations and continue essential child care and protection services. In sport, top-seeded Anaya Patricia Roberts delivered an unbeaten performance to guide the Trinidad and Tobago female contingent to victory at the Central American and Caribbean Tennis Confederation Under-12 qualifiers on Thursday at the National Racket Center in Tacarigua. Roberts secured wins against the #1 players from Guyana, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, St. Kitts and Nevis, ensuring Trinidad and Tobago's dominance in the competition. Alongside teammates Tia Wellington and Zara Walker, TNT will now advance to the next stage of the international tournament in Mexico. And that's what's making the news at this time. When we come back after the break, we get into the second hour of Trinidad and Tobago Today. Stay tuned.
Every client deserves access.
You're listening to Did You Know? A special feature on Talk City 91.1 FM, where we uncover fascinating facts about Trinidad and Tobago, our history, culture, people, places, and achievements. Join us as we take a closer look at the stories that make our twin island nation unique.
Did you know that Sir Ellis Clark became Trinidad and Tobago's first president when the country became a republic on September 24, 1976? Before that, he served as the nation's final Governor General. A distinguished lawyer and public servant, Sir Ellis Clark played an important role in shaping the country's constitutional development during its early years as an independent nation.
And that's today's edition of Did You Know? We hope you've learned something new about Trinidad and Tobago. Join us again for another interesting fact as we continue exploring the people, places, and events that have shaped our nation. This has been Did You Know? On Talk City 91.1 FM.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation. From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
But wait, my sister just sending money from overseas already?
With the With It app, receiving MoneyGram transfers is easier than ever. Now, family and friends around the world can send funds directly to your With It wallet in minutes. No more lines, no more waiting.
It's just what I need, just when I need it. And the money's already in my wallet.
It's fast, secure, and convenient. Remind your loved ones to choose With It when sending with MoneyGram. Plus, every week, 5 lucky customers receiving funds through their With It app will win 500 TT, credited directly to their With It wallet. Promotion ends August 31st. Approved by the NLCB. Search for WIDIT and download the With It app today. Powered by Massey Remittances. With It, your money, your way.
The culture, the politics, the people, the talk.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check. It's 8 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Hey, good morning, Mr. Gibbs. Rian, good morning to you. Yeah. Mammy Roadbrook, you could organize and call back. Alright, you could call back. Let's hear what's on your front burner. Let me do the honorable thing, But we did cut her. Yeah, Lennox Smith, anything you will want to raise by the time I try to get back?
Yes. At this stage, let me commend Dr. Tim Gopi Singh and his team at the North Central Regional Corporation because they have issued a bulletin asking persons who are waiting for surgery. Yes, so if you're waiting for surgery, you are asked, yes, whatever time it was, whether it be heart, whether it be lungs, whether it be kidney, etc. If you are waiting, if you are one of those patients that have been waiting on this long list, this long winding list, never-ending list, you are asked to update your information with a view to speeding up the whole process. But of course, before you can do that, they have several numbers here that you can contact. But of course, have on hand your full name, address, patient card number, approximate length of time you have been waiting, type of surgery, date of your last clinic visit, name of your attending doctor and clinic. So have that kind of information, confirmation that you are still interested in proceeding with surgery. The numbers to call, I'll do that later as well. I'll ask Snipe to help me with that as well. But the numbers to call if you are patient, so go get somebody to do it. Waiting on surgery, 468-2049, 468-2048. The other number is 4 of them, 468-1808, 468-1808. The other number, 468-2060, 468-2060. And the final one, 468-1749, 168-1749. And of course, you can send a WhatsApp, I understand, via those numbers as well. The facility is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So once again, those persons who are waiting or have been waiting surgery, whatever type it is, for a very long time on this never-ending list, you are asked, of course, to contact these numbers so that your information could be
updated,
gained, so that they could expedite the whole process. That is, and I want to commend, of course, the board of the North Central Regional Health Authority for taking this initiative.
Nice.
Andy, I believe there may be an opportunity here for us.
Yeah. So I'll call him, tell him,
I'll pass it on. That's right. Yes. Okay.
But Snipes, you go take a picture of that from and send it now. That will Lennox reading there. Take a picture of that and send it for me. Go ahead, Miss Mammy Roadbrook.
Yes, darling. I'm hustling to go out here. Yes, gentlemen. As I was saying, that is all right. I am so confused sometimes. And when you look at it, the people, the same people that carrying on in this country every day, demanding this and demanding that and demanding everything from this government, is the very same people that were here between 2015 and 2025. And they made no attempt, no noise, no protest, no bacchanal when the PNM government was there. We stayed here and we looked at thousands of people lost their jobs, and there was never ever any massive protest or any fight for these people to keep their jobs. They did absolutely nothing, and every day they're in the government face, they want. You hear what Embert said? Embert telling all you that it had no money. You understand? What all that humbug in this government for? You understand? And the thing about it, Andy, as you said with the bomb thing, the reason why these people continue breaking the law is because there are no consequences. And I watch foreign news. I see people are being charged for this and charged for that. And they show you people, whether it's doctor, lawyer, politician, they show you them going to court and they show you them going to jail. Tell me, all you ever see anybody here?
For what, Mammy Roadbrook? They show them going to jail for calling in bomb threats. So the people who call in bomb threats, they get caught and charged.
Of course, in this day of technology, you're gonna tell me you could be calling in a bomb threat and disrupting the business of a whole country, and then what? That is a joke. Better get serious in this place. When these people they should be held and they should be jailed. And another thing, this we should have swift court action, put them in jail. We have to do, the government and the relevant authorities have to know. They have to put serious consequences in place for lawbreakers. They are overdoing it. You understand? And one more thing before I go. You know something? I want to know what CNC3 bringing up all these half-dead politicians to come to criticize everything the government doing. Last night I see Louis Leasing talking about they having the parade wrong by the thing and they go mash up the ground. What the hell is be wrong with them? Why these people don't go in a hole and keep quiet and let Trinidad progress? Why they don't keep quiet? All you was quiet for 10 years. Keep quiet now and let good governance take place for the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago and the people of Trinidad and Tobago. As I say every day, I'm fed up all here. Everything this government going to do, you going to tell me they are protesting about it? Listen now, they said the courthouse opening, I think the 1st of September. I want to see people going to court, and I want to see people in this country going to jail. All them PNM and all them lawbreakers. Fellas, all you're doing a good job. You know something? I wonder what will happen if we don't have the ground report and programs that come and in defense of the government and Trinidad and Tobago. What will happen if we allow these PNM people to just carry on, and do nothing and say nothing? We have to be defensive. Yeah, because they're wicked and sinful. So we will come here every day and talk and remind them over and over that Trinidad and Tobago never belonged to the PNM. And we, the citizens, we are going to fight every day for our country. Blessings, good gentlemen. You're doing a good job.
Before you go, Mammy Roadbrook, I like how you mentioned about the grounds and the Independence Days parade, which is once a year and it's the first time they're taking a route like that. But is it not that? Is it not that same area there? They have a lot of parties, fetes, big fetes with cars parking all in the savannah, all around the savannah and thing. How about I didn't hear Louis Leasing mentioning about that? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Don't bother with them. Anything the UNC going to do is a problem. Anything, you understand? The people in this country, not all, but some of them sick. Last year it had no parade, was a big drama. This year having a parade, and it's a big drama. What the hell the people in Trinidad want? What they want? But let me tell them this now. Nobody, the good ones know themselves. But you see all your haters, all your not, and I mean not, going to humbug, destroy, or this government in any way. We have a strong, intelligent government, you hear, with vision to take this country forward. And no matter how all your PNM, look now, no matter how all you come with all your nonsense, all you're not going to stop, as I tell all you already, the progress of this country. Andy, we're going to continue fighting, we're going to continue praying, we're going to continue talking until we get back the Trinidad that we used to have before Rowley and the PNM was in charge of the affairs. Blessings.
Thank you very much. Snipes, I would like to ask you something before, because I know you anyway is a DJ. And Lennox might be able to clarify it for me too. The same grounds or the same savannah they're talking about, does it not really and truly just have a lot of big fets there? Where a lot of vehicle parks on the Queen's Park, Savannah Greens and all those various things. And it's have a lot of...
There's a paddock area where that takes place that is already paved and prepared for those events.
No, there's a green area that is cordoned off for Carnival. Yeah.
Stage is built there, my friend.
Yeah, west of the paddock. The greens there.
That's
because the argument is
the stage is built on the green area,
right.
So you don't actually walk on the green area.
No, but
that
people
green
back at the
area
stage.
is just the exit to come out. There's a road right there where Andy's talking about.
Okay.
The party area is already paved.
No, there's circumstance where an entire green area is used. Green area,
I know
not too far from Whitehall. That I mean, I can tell you. I mean, I from Tongs, I can tell you, and that entire grass area, area.
I have never partied on any green area.
Yeah. Well, so there is a green area that is used, and of course it serves the argument and renders, of course, mute the argument of utilizing the northern side of the Queen's Park Savannah. And I heard the argument, and that was one of the issues that I wanted to raise, because we didn't raise it during the course of the week. But connected to that is the statement of the external minister, Wayne Sturge, who also said that nothing will stop the parade. So he has made a nexus or a connection between those bomb scares or those bomb should I say threats and the parade itself. So he's saying that will go on. So we know that, and that area that is being used, people like Louis Singh and all of them have come now to speak on the matter. But you're quite right, Andy. They overlook the fact that those areas are usually trampled upon annually during Carnival, because from that side there's a car park at the back of the North Stand where vehicles park in mass. And of course, I suppose that has been done from time immemorial. So it means, therefore, the grass gets an opportunity to recover itself between Carnival. But that period for Carnival, certainly those areas, those grassy areas, have been trampled upon.
What is the issue they're having then? What is their argument?
The argument, the sudden love for the ecology and for the sensitivity of the grass.
Is it that something is going to be done to the grass that it would not be able to recover itself?
That is what they are now suggesting, because the parade has been moved to that area.
So that independent parade go mash up the grass in the back of the North Stand?
Are you saying that paving is going to be taking place?
No, a temporary paving. They're putting down some metal, what they call metal, stone and so on, to make sure that I suppose the surface is solid for that purpose, and it is to be taken up after the exercise.
So what are they quarreling about?
For quarreling's sake.
Watch me. Yeah. They will see a dog in the road and bong sit down, a cat in the road and bong sit down. They're going to see animal gain advantage, them ain't getting involved. Them ain't busy about human, them ain't busy about animal, but they're wondering about the grass all here. The savannah grass. The massive.
And I remember I used to play cricket a lot, and we used to vex when Carnival come and the grassy area immediately, because after Carnival, dry season, would enter the sphere, and we used to be annoyed. But eventually, the grass, the area becomes regrassed, and we continue to play and, of course, do what we had to do, recreate and so on in that space. So it has been so all the time.
Snipes. Snipes,
Yeah.
what's the argument there in truth, boy? I trying to wonder. You know, it have animal activists for brutality of all various animals and who will see a stray and pick it up and take care of it and, you know, God blessing them for all of that. I didn't know it have people where just bypass all of that and them is activists for grass.
Caller, welcome.
Yes. I just said a legal ramification too, but I will deal with that afterwards. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, a blessed Friday morning, man.
Yes, man.
Fellas, let me tell you something. If Jesus Christ have any intention to walk this earth and come in Trinidad, just make sure and advise him, don't wear nothing yellow. Because if he only wear a yellow robe, the PNM crucify him again and send him right back. That is how desperate and sick these people are right now. And you see, especially what's going on with this investigation, with this probe for Balize House. And right now they don't have a fall guy to turn to take that bunks. And remember the saying that how the PNM organization is one of the most well organized structure because they have people in every aspect of their organization. Now, a lot of these people would be facing court and have absolutely nothing to do with the financing of the Balize House. And most likely, you would be fined, assets seized, or if you make any false statement, you're entitled to about 2 years imprisonment. So all these organizations that are being called upon and being served notice right now is people who really don't have nothing to do with who was the people who in charge of getting that building funded. So it is chaos and madness going on right now in the PNM. The only thing could save the PNM is if they destabilize this country and call an early election and win the election, come back into government and dismiss all those allegations and those prove your wealth. So that's the agenda with them pushing right now. You see all this type of, now I'm making no allegation or anything, but I say it's very suspicious that all in a sudden we having bomb threats throughout the country. They never cared about what Alistair Govera do or where he goes. Now all in a sudden they're so concerned as soon as he leave the country, where he going to, who he's meeting and all these kind of thing. This thing, we having discussion and laughing and saying that, oh, so why they just don't present their documents and they won't have nothing to worry about. We talking, but this thing is so serious with these people and because they know they cannot explain that. So they definitely will have to face the court. And then, you see that Attorney General John Jeremy, remember what he said? He said, I'm going to war with you and you and you and all you, and even the 1% who want to stand in his way. Let me tell you, that man's so serious right now. It ain't jokey. And the thing about it, you know what is really ironic and laughable? This Sanjeev Boodoo fella, every time you see he on any kind of press conference or making any statement, he's very aggressive and hostile and boisterous and everything. You know, yesterday when they approached him, or the day before yesterday, when they approached him with the serving of the summons and all this kind of thing, I didn't know that man was a lamb. So pleasant and quiet and decent. He was speaking to the media and, well, you know, that is internal. And I said, what? Someone just really changed your voice, boy. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the day and be safe over the weekend. Take care. Later.
Thank you. Let me take one on this side. Go ahead, Mr.
You for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's what's happening and thing. Right. And we are hearing and seeing all the corruption that Brian Mann is speaking about. Is CPEP, is grass cutting, is all who get contract, all this, that, and the other. But you know what is amazing? They love to point their fingers at the UNC government. Every board, they're talking about all the people and everything, right? It's because there's only PNM educated in this country. Nobody else is taking their education, right? And this man they call Sanjeev Boodoo, he have to get on like that because that is a pre-qualification for the PNM. But like somebody did not send him the memo when you're only talking about, we want to see where UNC getting the money. Nobody didn't ask you where all they getting all the campaign money from, you know. That was not the question, you know. The question was, how was Balize House built? How was it built? And Andy, this thing with the grass. You're damn if you do, and you're damn if you don't. When they put off the parade last year, it was a problem. This year they switched the parade, it is a problem. I didn't know their navel string was buried in the savannah. Everything is a problem for these people. And as you rightly said, Andy, and I give you credit, and you should go to the top of the class. Look at how they treated. Look, right now, there's a post up from TCSPCA and AWN, Animals' Right, right? Begging people, begging for help because all these animals and them that getting bounced on and for surgery and all this kind of thing, begging people for help. All they're not studying that, but all they're studying some grass. Now that the rain started to fall, the grass is going to grow back. And that is what all they're fighting down this government for. But you see that bomb threat? And as Woodbrook rightly said, you see that bomb threat is just a step to try to destabilize this government and this country. They figure they can't get them out. It's a year and something already. They can't get them out. They're going to do everything in their powers to remove this government. But I want to remind them, Tobago may PNM persona non grata. I don't know how they're getting into government. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a good one. Take care.
Thank you very much. If you have any on that side there, you can go ahead. Let us just run some voice notes there quick, oh boy.
Yes, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
Well, you know, as could be in this circumstance, now hearing your voice.
I'm speaking to Mr. Snipes this morning.
All right.
Is he listening to me?
Yes, he is.
What happened is, Lennox gave you the wrong address last week, and this week take my address and you'll find the place. And you were so exhausted, you had us to take the week a few days off. I'm so sorry. Okay, but this week we'll make up for that.
All right, no
Walk
problem.
straight up and turn left, and you'll see the Local for Dance company sign, okay?
All right.
See you later, Mrs. Snipes. I hope you get through us.
You love to tease Andy, yeah? Good morning. It's really Friday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Of course, the lines are open, people.
Call on the line.
Oh, go ahead, caller.
Morning to the magnificent tree.
Good morning.
Mr. Lennox, boy, you was something else last night, boy. You was really fiery. But we are going to talk about that.
Yes.
I just want to tell Mr. Andy, rain falling hard there, boy. Let people be careful on the road because if you drive a little hard here, you can end up dead. Eh? So I want to tell people on this station, take your time, cut down on your speed, use your gears with automatic, drive on second gear on the highway to keep you safe. Okay, Andy, I have to tell you this morning, you're special now, boy. Every time I see you now, I show you a lot of respect because Mr. Spitz knows so good. And like you better than him right now, brother. So keep it up. The next thing, the PNM in real fear. Fear of losing a local election had them going on in this kind of way. You see all them bomb scares and that is for the UNC to put off the independent so that they could have something to say against them. Because things going good. You see what they're doing with PAN and all kind of things. Is everything happening right with this country? And the PNM can't accept that. Manning doing eating, they want to blame the UNC. Everything they want to put the UNC in it, right? They want to take out the PNM. But they could try as much as they could. I know with God's grace and people like you and the pushing the narrative, Mr. Smith, Mr. Sniper, well, I hear him too much these days, but he's not an easy man in the background to it. He real verse in everything. And I am hoping that we could put this thing forward every day to the people and to make people change their attitude towards the country. I ain't saying towards PNM or UNC, but towards Trinidad and Tobago. and to try to make Trinidad and Tobago a great place in the world and push me forward. But Trinidad is great. Every time I will say Trinidad is the greatest place in the world. But just we have some stupid people following the PNM and bringing down Trinidad every day. But if we come together, as how we are accustomed from 1986, we'll put the PNM in the place. Thank you, gentlemen.
Andy, good morning, good morning. Hey, this is Kendrick, man. I know South Carolina. I'm going to Louisiana. Morning, everybody in the chat. Lennox, Knife, and everybody in your chat. My manners. Hey, listen. I know I hear you talking about some bomb threat. Let me tell you something. That's a serious offense, okay? But here, it's a serious offense. And I believe they should track down a person who's making that bomb threat. Teach him a lesson, put him in fear, his or her. Put him in jail. In jail for a long time. To do a lesson. They can't disturb the peace like that, or disturb production, or disturb anything that what they do. Anyhow, talk about those people who want the back pay now. It should not want progress, or they don't want progress. Right? That's my question is, they don't want progress or no? Right? You see what's going on. The country don't have money. They're trying to get things good together. They're trying to make the country for yourself, by benefit you. And the union want to make one back pay now. So how come they didn't do it for the administration? How come? Yeah. Right? They know who tree to climb on. Right? They know exactly what tree to climb on. But Honorable Kamala Vicesa, Prime Minister, be strong. Be strong and stand your grounds. Let it go, women. And do what you have to do. It's all for now, man. Andy. Bye.
All right, thank you very much. It's that time. Go ahead, Sniper.
Expand your vocabulary. Sharpen your mind. It's the word of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Yes, indeed. Of course, that time is here. Yes, just two calls, two persons. Give two words. And, of course, test my vocabulary in the process. And if I cannot tell you the meaning of the word that you would have given us, then we expect you would know it and you will share it with us. It has become customary now to make a little sentence with it. And then, of course, after that exercise, I will give my word of the day and we would have come to an end. Very, very simple. The lines are open and we take your word now. So we'll wait the first one. Snipes, give them the numbers to call.
6224911, 6224911, 3944911, and of course 225-6644, 239-5120. You could send you can call the WhatsApp on Andy's side as well at 366-3053.
And that's all you need to do. Yes, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing? So my word for today is jail.
Is what?
Jail.
What, Gail? Jail. Oh, jail. Oh, yeah. A place where, of course, convicted persons are kept for the duration of their sentence. All right? You want to make a sentence with that, boy? You come good. Make a sentence, man.
Andy, make a sentence. Andy, oh God, bye-bye.
All right. Andy, they leave you to make a sentence, boy.
A lot of people, whether it is in a Brian Manning constituency whether it is passport, a problem with passport visa situation. At this point in time, are frightened, or moving very frightened that they may make a jail.
Yeah, you well done. I think we better give him a round of applause there, Snipes, for that sentence. Yes, I think it's appropriate. God bless you, yes, man. Yes. All right, so we got one. We need another one.
A pleasant good morning, Andy.
Yes.
Good morning to you, Miss
Yes, good morning.
Move to the head of the class.
Yes, he should.
So you see, the word of the day, Andy, the vocabulary is expanding. Very nice. I love that.
Expanding. Yeah.
Mr. Lennox, a pleasant good morning to you. Director
Good
Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you. And I hope you could find where you're going, please. Why Mr. Lennox only making you get lost all over?
I don't think Lennox will be in the party, man.
That person love to hear Andy. Love to hear Andy's mouth on a Friday.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Must have laughter in between.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Lennox, your word for this Friday is untrammeled. It's an adjective.
Spell that? Unfun.
UNTRAMMELED. Untrammeled.
Unfunnel. All right. The unfunnel.
Trammeled. Untrammeled.
Untrammeled.
Oh, trammel. TH?
No. UNTRA.
Untrammeled.
UNTRA. Right?
MMELED.
ELED.
Oh, all right, okay. I know flannel, but is it flannel? It's a word I'm familiar with. Flannel.
No.
Go ahead. No. Leave me alone, man. Yeah. Go ahead, Mr. Thing. It slipped me. Go ahead. But I'm familiar with it.
Without restraint or unhindered.
Yes. That's right. Give us the sentence.
The explorer was awestruck as he wandered through the untrammeled wilderness. Thank you, gentlemen.
Uninhibited, yes. Okay, well, people, my word for today is contempt, hatred. People who have a tendency to disrespect people. Yes, lack of respect, contempt. And we are seeing that too often, particularly among public political servants of ours, not to take note. So contempt. So they have a contempt for us. They have a disrespect for us. So they have a hatred for us. So the words that we have today, of course, is unfamil, of course, contempt and jail. Wonderful sentence by Andy, of course. Thank you, Andy, for that contribution that you made. We go for the break, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Ready to unlock your next getaway? Switch to Be Mobile, the fastest mobile network, and you could win
a 4-night Tobago staycation for you and 4 persons. Airfare, accommodation, and the spending money included.
Visit your nearest Be Mobile store and switch today.
Be Mobile. Life is on.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party pussy water, working pussy water, school children they water. Blue water spray. If it is pussy water, the office pussy water. When your pussy need one, take a blue water spray. Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, take a blue water spray.
Think you know Trinidad and Tobago? Well, think again. Did you know that some of the most fascinating stories about our twin island nation are hiding in plain sight? From historic landmarks to national symbols, from famous Trinidadians and Tobagonians to incredible sporting achievements, and the facts about our parliament, our people, and our past that you may never have heard before. Did you know? Discover something new every day with Did You Know? A brand new 1-minute feature uncovering fascinating facts about Trinidad and Tobago. Did You Know? Only on Talk City 91.1 FM. The talk of Trinidad and Tobago.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Time check. It's about 44 minutes past about 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Oh boy, let me take this call here from our go ahead, caller, go ahead. Oh boy. Go ahead, caller, morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling from the US. Yeah, what I want to tell you, when I joined the service in Trinidad and you had bomb threats, they start to wait until they bring the dogs to sniff the place and thing, and they before you get clearance to go back in it. Now, usually when they have bomb threats in Trinidad, the police cannot leave any building. The other occupiers in the building could leave. So the police have to remain there like, them as bomb proof. And on several occasions in the recent time, just before I leave the service, when they have bomb threats now, only see a policeman come with a diary in his hand, walk around, he ask 2 people if anybody drop any bag or any kind of thing they see suspicious. When they say no, he say, right, the place clear. So they need no dog to sniff again. Sometimes that they get all clearance before the fire service reach too. So even the police service stopped taking bomb threats seriously over the years. So I still trying to understand why people making this big fuss about bomb threats. Because Trinidad do not, and the people in Trinidad do not have the capability yet to make any kind of weapon, to do any mass destruction. They don't have that ability yet. Unless you're in the military and was trained for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, Andy, we had what you would say about, I love his comment about an attempted coup where the entire government was held under siege and therefore the nation. So I don't want the authority, I don't want by those kinds of statements that the authorities, the government, to relent in any way, whether it is traditional, whether it's 1 out of 10 or none at all. The fact is that they must, as part of their duty and responsibility, take it serious, because you never could tell when, because this is a Russian roulette scenario. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes.
So let me just start off by saying this.
The PNM is at its most dangerous when it is out of office. They have demonstrated over the years that they are prepared to do anything and everything to ensure they get back into the treasury. Notice I say, get back into the treasury, not into government, not into power, just about the treasury. That's important. And therefore, whatever shenanigans they try, it always points back to them. The difference with this time is that this particular government has so overwhelmingly set the focus on a different track that even the, what you call the stalwarts of the PNM can't seem to catch the bearing in what's happening. And with that, let me just say, and I hope that the Prime Minister is listening to this. Madam Prime Minister, continue to do just what you're doing. You see how you're staying silent and letting your performance talk? Beautiful, your ministers out there, they're representing, they're doing what they do, they're giving the interviews, but you, as the head of the government and quite frankly the conscience of our nation, you're just doing what you need to do. That is such a powerful action, Madam Prime Minister. Keep that just as it is. Don't be caught up and baited into getting this press conference every day given, because all they're looking for is some little word, phrase, quip, sentence, anything, a strand of your hair to throw the conversation off. You just keep the treadmill, so to speak, on, let the nation keep running on that, and what's going to happen is performance will beat Old Talk any day, and the blind people going to see it. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Good word of advice, man. Yes, indeed. The lines are open. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Oh, you're closing the last off. All right, okay. So, of course, give them the numbers again because, I mean, it's Friday.
I'm not giving them the numbers.
You're not giving them again?
Them the numbers.
All right, I give them the number. All right. You see, people? He expects that you would know. Good morning. Andy, on your side? Oh, good morning.
Let me get one on my side. Go ahead,
caller. You see my number. I don't know how much time. Well, you don't see the phone again?
You see. I'm begging start, you know.
Start up good because Sharon listening.
Yeah, I'm begging the man, you know. All right, go ahead.
Good morning to you, Snipes, Lennox,
yes,
Andy, and it's so embedded in me to say good morning to you, Mighty K, as well, whether you're there or you're not. But sometimes you may listen. My word would have been slavery. And to put it in a sentence, are the upkeeping workers of government spaces for Port of Spain? Well, you know, I think there's some racial, you know. For Port of Spain, are they being slaves? Because Shogunas pay up. Shogunas is mostly what? Only let me be really, you know. Shogunas and Mr. No pay. Around West go up so them get pay. What going on with Port of Spain? Are they being slaves? My word would have been slavery. So something, whoever in Canada, New Kamala, whatever your name is, who in charge of all the coordinators, get on your heels and toes and make sure these workers are paid and all. Let's send them nonsense in the school. Hey? They clean drain, they cut grass, they do everything with one worker. The school clean and prompt. You only know they get back to struggle on there? Only ever go in and talk about PNM for the local election. Only people that are afraid of local election is the UNC. The UNC need to pull up their socks. And when UNC, when they say everybody win, what going on with Port of Spain workers today? Only get steadfast for that, you know. Not today. That's no friend thing with when people work. That's no friend with money.
Mm-hmm. Good morning.
Andy, Mighty K, Lennox Smith, Mr. Sniper, and Andy, the Pitbull, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Central here. Short and sweet, straight to the point. We just want to tell the corrupted Hanovision government, well, past administration, my apologies, right? Or let's sit down, right? Or they're running up, or let's sell the Gonzales, the this one, the that one, or they're making no sense in this country. We tell all of that already, right? Where all them mouth was for the past 9+ years. for the people to let them know what was going on in this country. But now all they have all the solution and the answers for every problem in this country. PNM, all they don't understand that people don't want to hear all you. Hearing all you, that's like frustrating the living. So all they need to just sit down in a corner, right? All they just vexing happening, that's what it is all they supposed to fix many years ago. All they want to know anything. I saw a video with Penny Beckles talking about the ready to head, what she said? They're ready to head back into government. But what you was for the past 9+ years, Penny, and your colleagues, well, it was not into governance. I tell you, let's sit down and watch performance by a performing government. Because this government don't talk, there is act. And that is the better thing to do. Don't talk much, just act. Because that is performance the people want in this country. You see the talk thing? We don't want that. That is the reason why the PNM is what it is. And to finish them off is when you see the election bells ring, that is the time to pack them away in the political cemetery. Because they're where they belong. Everything that the people doing, which is the present administration, these people running up, they have a problem. They want to know the price of this. They want to know that. They're going to keep the independence thing up there. They have a problem with that. PNM, this is from the people on the ground. All is not in power. All is not in nothing. Stop running up on yourself like all you're governing this country now. All they have no space in this country. All they just full in a place where all you don't even belong. Right? Running up and making a set of video and all you know poor people cheering now. All is too wicked. This PNM corrupted government. Don't worry. What you need that will come to life with all you. And it's all you too far from it. Starting from the corrupted one who take the bag of money, it is alleged and run off in the sunset. Don't worry yourself. That business will fix by law. So Trinidad and Tobago, today is a wet day. All be safe on the Nation Road. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend. And you know, we stay tuned to the #1 program, and may God continue blessing each and every one of you all on this program. And bless morning to all the great contributors who does normally call in every single day and our #1's program. At the ending of the day, nothing can be this. And performance beat all talk with this governance right about now. So Central is out, Trinidad and Tobago, all is stay blessed, and you don't know, and it's that.
And
thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
And the other brother there, his name is?
Yes. Smith and Snipes.
Snipes.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
Okay. First time caller on this show. I call him.
Where you calling from?
Ivy Village, Princetown.
Where you calling from? Princetown.
Ivy Village.
Okay.
Ivy Village, Princetown.
Okay. Go ahead, caller.
Right. Well, my contribution is this. First, I would like to say to some ministers in government, when you are being interviewed by the media, please, speak in a sort of, get your diction over, with sense and stop being arrogant. I could call one the Minister of Security, he has a kind of,
Alexander. Minister Roger Alexander.
Yes.
Roger, yeah.
Roger. Because you know what? When you're in that stage of government, you have to sort of tone down. Am I wrong, brother, or am I right?
You're quite right. You're quite right. You have to appear to be sensitive and sympathetic. Yeah.
He's acting as if he's an inspector and in a bad area, and you're answering. No, it don't work like that. So, and that is one. Two, our Prime Minister, we need her to go and deal with the media. Speak to the media. The phone thing, Because I could remember the last Prime Minister, if you go airing, as he reached back in his destination, the media at him, and he will let us know what's going on. So it's important to see how, and you see, these people must know we put you there. You wasn't anointed, you were elected. Right? But the way how they are moving now, as if they are anointed. And that doesn't work good, it doesn't augur well. Right, brother? So I wouldn't be long. All right. So have a nice weekend and love all the time. All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Of course, the lines are open. Good morning. Welcome. You have a call?
Nice.
Yes. Good morning.
Yes, morning, my brother.
Yes, good morning.
I want to say a special good morning to the listeners, and Anderson, good morning again to you, my brother. And the information Anderson is getting in Oxford is people who know me very well, who know I support the UNC. They are working and coming and telling me the same thing. I want the government to be aware of this. You have a local election coming, and if you keep your policies of trampling on the poor and needy, now these people that are working on these programs is poor people. The Faris Alwari rental, we ain't hearing Faris complaining about rent. We're not hearing the parliament and the opposition and government complaining about salaries. It's only poor people complaining about salary right now. Please, Ms. Kadisha Amin, I heard you put something in place for that. But it seems like it is not working, because I'm hearing this morning and people are telling me, they know how to reach into work, but they're trying to work on keeping the peace and the silence from the media. Don't trust those people. They are the ones you are going to need when local election come. If you have to owe Faris Alwari, owe him. Don't owe the poor people. Please, that's what I had to say this morning. Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Miss Amber.
Andy.
Yes, go ahead.
This morning, I want to say a pleasant good morning to the Commissioner of Police, Alistair Guevara, you and your dedicated team of hardworking officers. Thank you very much for your leadership, courage, and service to Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.
What? That's all?
Well, yes. I suppose she was untrammeled by that, by being able to give us that without any hindrance. Yes.
He did respond to an interview with the media.
Who's that?
The Commissioner of Police did respond to an interview with the media, explaining exactly how his leave was set up and what were the steps taken. And we had absolutely no issues, no laws were broken. Apart from that, he had to come out and do that because we had some people saying this, that, and the other about the commission.
Well, I did mention it this morning.
Yeah.
But I think the caller was talking about the minister himself, the minister of national security, Homeland Security. Yeah, in terms of how he responds, very, very cute or uncouth, some people may say, and maybe body language associated with it doesn't augur
You're
well.
speaking about the gentleman's comment.
Yeah.
No, I was speaking about the lady's comment.
Oh, the lady's comment. Oh, right. In terms of what she didn't mention anything about that.
She just gave kudos to the
commissioner.
Going for the news.
All right, okay. Let's go for the news, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Earlier this week, the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, revealed that nearly 36,000 students who registered for the May-June examinations did not attend to write their exams. Later, economics teacher Stefan Fellman of Morval Laventil Secondary School shared a voice message from a student who had passed the economics examination, describing it as the kind of news every teacher hopes to receive. Mr. Fellman said that while teachers want to see students succeed and grow, increasing pressure on them is making many of them less willing to face difficult challenges, including major examinations.
I think this generation, this Gen Z, and we have the Gen Alphas and things coming up now, I think, that this generation, they don't have an appreciation for education probably like what we did and our parents did, so we have to kind of reach them a different way. The reality is that different students face different problems based on the communities that they come from. My school is located in what we call a hotspot community, or a community that has a lot of socioeconomic issues. But that is probably just one of the factors that my students face,
Mr. Feldman noted that students face pressures not only from academic demands, but also from challenges within their communities, adding that while the issues may differ from one school community to another, factors such as poverty continue to affect many students' ability to succeed.
We have to try to motivate them, because I said what teachers are realizing that this generation, it's very different. We have to motivate them to want to learn. They are the generation of social media. They are the generation of the University of YouTube. You know? So how do we as teachers motivate these children, to want to learn? And I think that is one of the hardest things as a new teacher or as a teacher teaching this generation, is how do we motivate the children to learn and want to learn. That is the issue we have to focus on.
Mr. Feldman advised parents to stop putting pressure on their children. He reminded them that the CXC is only one exam, SEA is only one exam, and these students have time to resit an examination or make something of themselves. In Prime News now, a targeted search at the maximum security prison has led to the seizure of 49 packs of Lucky Strike cigarettes believed to have been smuggled into the facility. The Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service says the operation was conducted on Thursday morning following intelligence that drones were being used to deliver contraband. 33 packs were found in a cell in B Division, while another 16 packs were discovered hidden in a black sock on the prison rooftop. Investigations are ongoing, and 3 inmates are expected to be charged. Prison officials say they remain committed to preventing the entry of contraband into the nation's prisons. In other news, armed with new skills and greater confidence, a group of young people is better equipped to navigate the challenges of adulthood after completing the Adulting 101 program. According to Chief Executive Officer of Families in Action, Dion Gishard, the initiative, led by Families in Action and Scotiabank, provided hands-on guidance in communication, conflict resolution, financial management, and other everyday life skills.
The skills of being able to communicate effectively, the skills of being able to face conflict head-on and to manage it in a meaningful way, the skill of being able to have healthy relationships, not just within our family, but with our friends and in the future with romantic partners.
She added that the participants also learned financial literacy. Director of Scotiabank Trinidad and Tobago Foundation, Peter Gani, highlighted the critical tools needed when seeking employment.
Because employers like us are looking for individuals who not only have the academic qualifications, but have the ability to speak, to song themselves, to be confident, and to be equipped with other tools in the industry.
The impact of the initiative was evident in the feedback from participants, many of whom spoke about the personal growth they experienced throughout the program. Several said they overcame shyness, built confidence, and gained practical knowledge, including understanding important national registration systems such as NIS and BIR. And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. On behalf of our entire team here at TDT, have a great day.
This hurricane season, be prepared. A hurricane tip from the TTT Limited Media Network. The hurricane season is officially underway, and experts agree on one thing: preparation should begin long before storm is on the horizon. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until a weather alert is issued before they begin preparing. By then, supplies may be scarce and time may be limited. Take a few minutes this week to inspect your home, check your roof, clear drains and gutters, trim overhanging branches, and secure loose outdoor items that could become dangerous projectiles during strong winds. Remember, preparation isn't about panic, it's about protection. This hurricane season, be prepared. That was a hurricane tip from the TTT Limited Media Network.
Your news anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN-Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TN-Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables Before digging, at TNTech, safety is our priority. TNTech, the power to make it work.
I remember when I was a child and Mommy used to take me for walks. She would pick me flowers and do anything to make me happy. Well, these days, I take her for walks in her wheelchair, and it's my turn now to do everything to make her happy. That's why I only trust Hospital Pack Briefs to keep her dry, protected, and comfortable. Because it's my turn now to take care of her the way she took care of me, with only the best.
Hospital Pack Adult Disposable Briefs.
Imagine standing on a quiet beach as tiny hatchlings emerge from the sand and begin their journey to the sea. It is one of nature's most remarkable sights, but also one of the most vulnerable moments in a turtle's life. Artificial lights and human activity can prevent hatchlings from reaching the ocean safely. The journey from nest to sea is one of the most critical moments in a sea turtle's life. Hadco Experiences General Manager Ms. Giselle Ragunanan explains how simple actions by visitors can help give hatchlings the best possible chance of survival.
So their journey begins with instinct. Their journey literally is the instinct to emerge from the sand and try to get to the ocean as fast as possible. And our responsibility is simply not to interrupt that. So the hatchling journey is so critical because it's the highest mortality stage of their life. 1 in 1,000 survive. That's an incredible feat to know that there's still leatherback turtles in the ocean. Leatherbacks are soft shells, so they're very vulnerable in that first stage of their life. They rely on natural light and unobstructed beach. So if we have things like garbage, fish nets, and excessive lights in the afternoon time, it's gonna obstruct them, they're gonna die, they're gonna get tangled in the nets. They're never going to probably reach the ocean, they're gonna go in the opposite direction. Human disturbance does increase mortality if we leave a significant footprint on the beach, if we walk up and down on the sand, if we disturb the nests. All of this increases the mortality for them. Some may not hatch, nests may become too disturbed where the layer of oxygen and all of these gases get mixed up, and or the nest becomes too disturbed where the turtles literally can't survive in the egg, and so they never hatch. And so giving them their space is really their best chance to get to this journey to the ocean. So the hatchling is really critical because literally that's where their beginning of life starts.
Hadco Experiences General Manager Ms. Giselle Ragunanan. Every hatchling deserves a clear path, and every one of us has a role in making sure they get it.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
The frequency of fearless conversation. 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check, it's 9 minutes. Yes, 9 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Andy, I was taken aback by that piece that featured those teachers commenting on the motivation or the lack of motivation and the success or failure of students in the secondary system, obviously with reference to the outcome of the CXC recent exam. And of course, across the region, some 35,000 persons, or should I say potential students, did not take the exam. And of course, a plethora of reasons was ascribed to that as to why. But this morning, why I'm saying I was taken aback, because this morning I saw where two kids, one from Tobago and one in Trinidad, one in the advanced level in Trinidad and the other one in Tobago in the CXC, and did well. I think it would have been 10 ones. That person would have achieved. And of course, I know that our good friend Shabadi's son as well, you know, but I saw the art. I took out the article because I wanted my son to read it for me later. You see, that is where I'm going. I took it out for him because I want him to understand what it takes in order for these young people to reach where they are in terms of their success at these exams. So I thought I should bring up that as part and parcel of something that we may not have looked at during the course of the week, but at the same time motivated by that particular piece that was played in the news on TTT this morning. So I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
No, I understand. And wait as you mentioned they to organize and cut out the piece for his son now to read it, so he will understand.
Yeah, he has to read it. Yeah, so he will benefit him. Yeah. So what is required?
Yeah, he will know. So let me tell you some voice notes there very quick. You all very quick. Ah boy, nice. Let's start. Oh boy.
Well, yes, I'm going to discuss the union thing. And let me first declare, I am not a fan of the unions locally because they're closet communists, and two, they're agents of the PNM. They have a way of cooperating with when the PNM is in office, and when anybody else is in office, they are all up in arms. The NAR tasted that bitter pill. Remember SOPO and all of that? Right, and certainly the other governments has passed through here that was not PNM will always face that bitter pill. The unions would cooperate with the PNM, meaning they would not engage in negotiation periods. Right, the industrial law is clear. The onus of initiating industrial period negotiations is on the union. They have to do it. Right, and they don't generate the PNM as much as 4. So when our next government come in, they have all kind of 4. I think the current is 4 negotiation periods, each 3 years, right? Something like that, or 2 years sometimes. And then, of course, that government is in all manner of trouble, just like this one would be, right? So even after saying that, I recognize that unions are necessary, a necessary evil, so that the working class can have representation. And where the unions, globally, how the unions focus on that is job security. Because again, the working class traditionally did not really have a good lifestyle because they couldn't afford things and whatnot, and they didn't have security. Job security, what that gave the average worker is the ability to demonstrate to lending institutions that, yes, I can repay you because I have a secure salary for the next 30, 40 years. And with that, being able to take loans and mortgages and these sort of things, people who would never be able to lift themselves to a certain standard, all of a sudden have that. So job security is the thing. But the unions today, they again, with these communist ideas, they don't understand that when a business is looking to, they've never run a business in their life, but when a business has to, operate and so on, the risk, that financial risk of investing and expecting a return on investment so you could actually make a profit and yes, pay your workers and everybody else, that risk falls heavily on the owners of businesses. Unions and communists in general don't like that. They just feel that they should be getting money out of the blue. Imagine the argument they are presenting is that the new owners of the steel mill should be settling wage issues from the former that was closed for 10 years. There has not been a steel mill in this country for 10 years, and yet there's something existing magically called a steel workers union. What have you been doing all this time? But I will agree with you on one thing, Andy, that the Prime Minister needs to speak to the workers directly, because I don't think it's the workers necessarily the problem. I think it's the leaderships of these unions. I'll go into the next one for that.
Don't get me no more yet. I'm going to go for the next one, and then I'll come back to you again. But again, I want to agree with you, nobody, because all in all, I and all study. Yeah, but you're right. I and all say, but with this union man and should come out with the steel makers, the Answer Metal Steel Workers Union, and he talking now. I say, but that union dead. It's 10 years now that closed down. Why he come out all of a sudden?
All of a sudden.
And then what he don't understand is that will be in bad taste of the new owners if he coming out. That will make things hard for all workers getting hired back, Because again, knowing that the government want that steel mill open for the betterment of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, these people and them, if they realize again problem there with these old workers and they want them to settle out, that is not their business. It's not their business. They will organize and bring in SPACs, They will bring in a sparks outsiders if it is a reach to that, you know. So in the betterment of the people at Trinidad and Tobago, they better just hush, let the thing open. Go negotiate in good faith with these new people and see if they can make steps from that.
Sort out your union.
Then sort out that. But he don't understand that union dead or what? That dead when the steelmen closed down. No different to answer Roger them union with when the refinery open back and all them kind of bacchanal thing. That dead, it dead. They want to renegotiate with new investors coming in to open back the refinery and doing this and doing that. That humble and go into new renegotiations. It's good to have a union representing workers, but it cannot come across the way that this metal steel mill union operating at all. And then from the time you see the going by SAPGA them radio television media, the 1% media, Guardian and them to organize, you done seen it has some more than the pestle, and they realize them union members and the ex-workers of that steel mill should realize that it come like that media house setting them up. At the end of that media house and the families 1% the rich, you know. Going and playing all again, other media house representing only and putting out things towards the government. That we all seeing that that media house is not credible. And we see the lack of credibility with the Star SAPGA situation, where they lie about she's not being have not get medical Lennox Smith medical, she didn't get, they said that she didn't get rockabye baby. I know it's walk out.
Yeah, she didn't get access, or put another way, her medical physician didn't get access to her.
Oh, right. What? You a man you are multitasker in truth, boy. Well, that man here, everything still, you know. But let me take this voice note here. Yes,
Morning again, Andy. Morning. I have to say something. Listen. If anything, anytime, morning again, if anytime they want to thinking that they want to do a coup, or they want to overthrow the government or the PNF, whoever involved, you better think again. Because Honorable Prime Minister Bisesa is not alone. You have Big Daddy over here. Okay? So anytime you try that, you better think twice. Because you will live the day you regret that ever happened. So think again. This was for the PNF, that's for the PM involved. That's for them. I tell them what I know. Okay? I said that a long time ago. They know everything that's going on. And here you go. It's going to reveal now. And Andy, remember I was telling you that a long time ago? I always said that. We know. Take your best shot. And if you can't handle it, better don't get into it. Because you will live to regret the rest of your life if you survive. That's all.
We want it by your snaps. And you have MTS workers who retired 2 to 3 years and can't get money as yet. They want retirement leave, who over 30 something years and can't get sent yet. And that is bad. And that was since in the PM days. I blame UNC for that. That was since in the PM days. But now as the UNC take over, they must follow the gap. So you tell me a man work hard for 2 and 3 years and can't get sent yet from his government? Something totally wrong in his country. Something totally wrong in his country. Mr. MTS closed down. And the employing workers, new workers, and can't pay the workers who owe 2 to 3 years. It's totally nonsense and bull. Thank you very much.
Morning, Andy, Lennox, and Snipes. Rainy day. But hear what now? When PNM want to take credit for everything that this government is achieving, they've seen progress, they've seen they have the photo all on Facebook, stating that they sign agreement here and they sign agreement here, Chug and Rowley, right? Okay, let us assume it's that. But what I want to say is this. Government is continuity. What you meet in office, you continue once it's good, right? PNM didn't know that. When they went in office, everything UNC put down, they just put it aside. The schools, they complete. The hospital, right? In Cuba, they left it abandoned. Everything they do, understand? Everything. No. It's continuity, understand? But let me tell you something. I hope that this government continue doing what they're doing and PNM never to see the corridors of power in their life again. They shouldn't be in the opposition either because they're not a progressive government. They're regressive. They're too wicked. Wicked PNM. All they do is thief-free. Thief, and more thief. Right? That's how they are. Right? And the own people that suffer. Wicked government. PNM. God, you'll have a good day. Right?
Andy, good morning again to you, Lennox, Nigel, and everybody out there. You're damn if you do, and you're damn if you don't. Situational ethics and sanctimonious hypocrisy. Right? When Rowley used to be cussing the reporters and them, don't ask me no question. Don't tell me this, don't tell me that. Right? Look at what he did, Darren Bahau. Never forget that. How we used to talk to the reporters and them. I hear nobody coming and giving Rowley advice how to talk. When you approach people with aggression, people is going to answer you with aggression. And these reporters and them, right, sometimes they look for what they get. And I agree with the Prime Minister, don't have anything to tell him. When I'm having a conference, doing an interview, you want to come and ask me a question, feel free to come and ask me then. And it all depends on how I will answer you. The media is being treated like that because of the lies that they are pushing. And who want to play ostrich, let them go right ahead. Look at all the things that is be saying about Roger Alexander. Look at what they did with the leave with the Commissioner of Police. Right? And just recently with the medical issue with Stargill. Look at what they are doing and all. They expect the ministers and them to answer them good. You see, when all they listening to what it is the minister and them saying, all they must also listen to how the reporters and them coming across. All they must also listen. Then when they get back now in office, they twist around the story, and then the next day is a different headline you get. All they could blame them. All they could blame them. And the thing is, they never spoke to Rowley like that. And look at how Rowley used to talk to them. But it's different strokes of PNM, folks. All they might say all they want, but I don't care. They look for the answers that they get. They look for it. You show me respect, and I'll show you respect. But you can't come and ask me a question this morning, and by evening the whole story changed. How do you expect me to treat with you? You tell me. I would love to hear the answer for that. Thanks.
Pleasant morning to the ground report. God blessings to each and everyone. Andy Williams' family. All the supporters of the brand new government, UNC, the Prime Minister and the family as well, and all the supporters. Continue to ask God to continue to bless and protect you all and keep supporting this new government, because anytime you step back, you're going straight in hell with the other one. Dressed in red, that is Satan. How come a person could come in government and they say they're fixing these people, and when they get through, they say, give me a break, give me a chance, I don't care who they're dead and who live and who they're dead, right? And I want no money and time. Whatever this is in this country, they want the money and time too. They have no shame to come up there like hyenas, Rottweiler, Anaconda. All the studying is free, and all the things they do is trying to cover it up, is alleged. They're trying to cover up everything they do. They never do nothing wrong. The man who was trained, the thing who was trained under Rowley, who want to be Prime Minister one day, 1 month, you were not responsible for no oil in this country here. If you was responsible for oil and getting oil for this country, we'd have been better than where he was. Come and tell us the average man, let me Maduro. And we want to know where they get that refining from. If they come from Venezuela, how come the divers end up on that refinery for the second time? When we come up the divers, and where your daughter, where your stepdaughter? Come out and talk the truth. Don't talk about you responsible for oil. It wasn't for you. You never get nothing here. You was aiding and betting with Maduro together with your dressing red Lucifer, who call himself the Prime Minister of Trinidad. He hands to all the PNM supporters and all the PNM MPs. All they sound like all they from wild, them warthog. You know them warthog, how they go? I always saw in Parliament. I'm not making any conference, so same way. So I want all the PNM. I pray and always ask God to wipe all the slate out of this country. Wipe out all the, I don't say to destroy all, you know, but to take all the out of power forever.
Nice. Oh boy. Time check. It's about 28 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And the funeral service, Trinidad and Tobago, for the late Ravi, aka Postman.com, will be on Saturday. Yes, we'll be meeting by the Burning Ground 11 Carney cremation site. Yeah, that site is on this side there. Oh, that is of course by. That site is going like if you're going to license office on that side there. So, Lennox, that Carney side there. All right.
Yes. Along that road coming out of I think the Kurup menu there. Yep.
Right. So the Carney burning site all here for 11 o'clock. The funeral, the burning, the funeral service of the late Ravi, aka Postman.
And cremation.
Cremation. Yeah, you could be cremated. Wow.
It's very unfortunate, But, oh boy. Yesterday, Andy, I had cause by accident to listen. You know, I went to talk to my friend about the Me Too that she gave, and she decided to replace it with a smartphone. But I by accident, she had another station that is usually associated, button for the PNM, and I heard at least 5 calls whilst I was waiting. And you know, each one of them was very depressing. If I was a PNM, I would be very depressed because they sung depressed. They sung as though the wind has been taken out. They were talking about coming back together. They're talking about dirty linens. They're talking about they are disappointed. And those were the calls, you know. And the host, he was amazed. He couldn't give any motivation. He just said wow and wow and wow and wow. That's all, you know.
And that's PNM people talking.
I was shocked. I thought you know the things were better than that. But from that little exposure that I got, boy, things are really, really bad. I think the PNM is really imploding. But go ahead.
Also, that conversation, what you heard is PNM people stating that PNM
calling in
to that, the ball back.
Because it was a political thing. And how I know it's PNM oriented because it started with a statement by the deceased Manning. Right?
Wow.
How the country is difficult to manage, etc. And then the call-in session now revealed those very depressed callers. Yeah, but real depressed. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That might be that war will get bigger because of the deceased Patrick Manning son in which is being attacked by the belly of the PNM right now. Eh? Wow. Let me take one here.
Morning again to the Magnificent Street. And you're really on fire too, but what I believe them union trying to do is to keep the steel mill closing. Them ever want the steel mill to
That's
open.
how they moving.
Because all of them is PNM boy. Here study nobody because 10 years, as you rightly say, Andy, the steel mill closed down. So it already have no union. So why you popping up just because they want to open back the steel mill? The people who get hired now have to look to have a union. But they have no union to represent steel workers because where was the steel workers union when Rowley closed it down? From the time that closed down, union dead. So what you coming up where they want to open up? It's the first time I ever see a union coming to talk about a place when a place is going to reopen after 10 years. Them just trying for the government and the people not to open the steel mill, but that's the kind of scheme. So this government will always look bad. Thank you, Andy.
But I think
But
the Prime
so I insist
Minister
that these
made the
union leaders
appropriate
are the
statement.
problem.
She said,
so remember, fast forward back, people. Remember when we were actually building offshore oil and gas platforms here in Trinidad and Liberia, right? And the unions leaderships made such a problem, made such a stink around all manner of nonsense down there, that they ended up, remember the public statement they made? Take your platform and go. And they did. Trinidad and Tobago should have been able to, all of these new oil field and gas fields that we are going to be rolling in soon. But not only us, Guyana, Venezuela, and anyone in this hemisphere, right? We should be building those platforms because the Gulf of Paria is one of the best natural harbors in the world. And we should be huge in the shipping and general maritime industry just because of that one asset we have here that nobody has been able to exploit. And we began that process by, again, we started platform construction. For eventually, who knows, we could end up in ship construction. But union leadership got in the way. Another example, First Citizens Bank. Remember the First Citizens Bank IPO, meaning the workers, and it was offered to the workers of First Citizens Bank, a bank, right? Everybody just talk about banks and, oh boy, wish you own a bank. The workers of First Citizens Bank could have owned their bank where they work, a part of it, each one, and the unions advised their workers against taking shares in the bank. And then what happened when an IPO is undersubscribed to who they initially would offer to, the workers? They didn't offer to the public, for which people that gobble it up. No, they offer to the workers. The union said, no, hell no, because them was chasing money, right? And when you have an undersubscribed IPO, remember the bank, they're looking for funding, right? They would have to offer it elsewhere. They offer it to the public, and yes, rich people gobble it up because the union advised all year not to. Right? This is the nonsense. Again, that is the communist thinking that they just poison their workers with. So the union leadership is a problem. So I would suggest to the Prime Minister, speak to the union workers themselves directly. In fact, speak to the country directly. Just like the Monday night forum meetings. Every Monday night you speak to the public, the country. You cannot trust media. You cannot trust anybody to do this. Speak to the country as you would speak to shareholders in a company, right? You are the chief executive officer of this country. And when the board is antagonistic, any other arm of the company is antagonistic to you, you speak to the shareholder, the citizen directly. Do that once a month, all right? Explain, like Andy say, explain your plans, your situation right now, and where we are going to be. And the public will understand, because this country is about to be extremely prosperous if they would just hold strain a little bit. You need to speak to them.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And Felix, make your call back quick. But your head, Lennox Smith, you wanted to...
Yeah, but that scenario is an asinine scenario. You have no membership. They don't belong to any entity that is producing steel. So how you imposing yourself there? I just don't understand. It's an untenable situation. So much so that the Prime Minister has made it very clear that, listen, you had 10 years to try to revive the steel industry. You did not do it. Well, take your chances. Let your members, if you have members, let them go and apply to the new owners to get work. That's all.
What say you about speaking to the country, though? Because I've taken note that we have a number of callers advising that not just callers, a number of hosts as well, advising that the present administration should speak to the country, and we're not getting that. What say you on that?
Yeah, they need to talk to people because they
well,
have people
I
going
differ.
astray.
I want to say that they are speaking to the.
Directly?
I just gave you what the Prime Minister position is.
They're asking specifically for the leadership to speak to the country in a particular manner. Don't play shenanigans with this. The question is, what say you on that?
Right.
And I'm saying again that the government is speaking to the people. If you're saying that in a scenario where you call a press conference and all of that.
I am asking you, what are your views on the fact that the people are asking for the administration's leadership to speak to them in a particular manner?
Right.
You have to describe what a particular manner is, because I'm saying that they are speaking to the population.
No, yes, they are, but the message is not coming across, Lennox Smith. Hence the reason, look, you say they're speaking, and when you tell me, I didn't know. Many people don't know. And you got to remember, the main media is against the government. So meaning they have to find a particular way in order to speak to the people, knowing that the mainstream, the Sabga family that owns the media house, the mainstream media in Trinidad, like the main, them are newspapers, them are television stations, them are radio stations, and they are them are the biggest junk of the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. So what people is asking for, again, is technically based on what Snap is saying. We're not saying that they are not talking to the people. We are not saying that their message that they are not answering back, and in a very cute, very nice way, the truth. But the message is being lost. So the people.
Right. So therefore,
I'm really frightened for you, you know.
my question to you then, you two gentlemen, what is the form? What's the particular way that you interpret the government should be speaking to allay those concerns? What mechanism?
Did you just listen to nobody's voice note?
Yes.
Did you understood what he said?
Oh, I would think so. So let me hear.
All right, like for
what is the particular way?
Like for instance,
you answer the question, yes.
Like for instance, they're talking about Kamala Prasad Bissessar herself. Like for instance, the issue that we are having based on the government uplift program, which is a very serious issue. At the end of the day, politicians getting their money. These people and them not getting the money. Yes, the Khadija Amin mentioned that they put things in place and thing, but this thing still causing problems. Where these people and them not getting the money, school opening back. All right, Khadija did her part. We need the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago to address that. This is a very serious thing.
That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear. If it is that is the Prime Minister you want to speak on all of these issues, and if there's any particularity in terms of how it should be done, because as far as I am concerned, I am aware that the Prime Minister spoke. I'm not aware that she spoke with respect to the cleanup initiative that the government has been engaged in, but I know that Khadija has. But if you want the Prime Minister to speak, then well, all right, fine. I have no difficulty with that. But but the way how it's coming across, speaking to the population on all of these matters.
Right, but Lennox, the way how we're coming across there is that the Honorable Prime Minister don't need, because it's not something big, to speak on the government outreach program or cleanup program, because the Honorable Khadija Amin is doing it already. But you have to remember, this problem is an ongoing problem, and the Honorable Khadija Amin have been talking about it over and over. The people of Trinidad and Tobago or the workers are not seeing the improvement in it. So this thing real serious whereby you are seeing now activists, you are seeing now bloggers, influencers, and all talking about it. When some people will put it down as then when it and making government look bad and at the end of the day, these people are influencers. These people are people that they do command, just like the Gong report. And it, to me, it gone out of the hands now of the Honorable Kadisha, based on it has not been we not seen the fix. And now we need the head to give us an idea of really and truly know what's going on, how it could be rectified, and at least to show that understanding, that pity as a mother, that hey, at the end of the day, them getting pay on time, them are not being owed. And when we watch that, remember it have people call in and say, Faris Al-Wari and plenty of the PNM people and a lot of East Indian people and all have buildings rent out to the government. The government of Trinidad and Tobago pays out approximately $2 billion or so in rent. And we're not hearing none of them renters and them stating that their money coming short. And it's bad to see that they're finding money or we finding money to pay the people that have. And the people who catching their aunt, uncle, and nenen to even get work to go on the program cannot be paid. It is unfair. It is unbalanced. Especially when, again, I in here, Faris Al-Wari and all these people that have the buildings rented out by the state. We in here ain't no see no news that them ain't getting the money when the money coming. And them is rich people.
Andy, if Lennox don't get the point by now,
at the risk of
I really want to go to the segment. We're running out of time.
Well, quickly,
Your Capiche on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Go ahead, Andy.
Nice. What played yesterday's time? So let us know all of that. But
I'm afraid to tell you. I was telling Lennox earlier on. I'm afraid to tell you what play because you go and quarrel.
Eh?
Because I understand that you did inquire.
Yeah.
And that there was a miscommunication or a non-communication.
Yeah, I was asking for the numbers, so I know what to play.
I ain't feeling good enough.
Well, we have to feel. Well, whether you feel good or not, you have to face it.
You have to face it.
So let's face it. Yes.
Yeah. That's like how you have to face the Prime Minister at the talk.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
I have a view.
You have a view.
That is my view.
All right. I respect that. I respect your view. Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, the numbers yesterday went as follow. We had 28 fish, 7 hog, 21 mouth, and 8 tiger. Our winning numbers yesterday was 21, 8, 15, and 7. 3 of our numbers came yesterday. So
3
of our numbers came yesterday, so you would have. All right, now
had a pocket full, a bag full, a golden pot at the end of the rainbow.
I'm supposed to stay home today and be in Tobago on the beach.
But that's how it is, people. That's how it is. But of course, that time has come. Give us your number today. Let's hope that trend continues.
3 are we numbers by 21, 7, and 8 by. Way by me again, none. And I called Snipe, you know. I called Snipe and said, Snipe wants the numbers. He said, boy, me home to get our numbers for you, boy. Oh, God, boy.
Yeah, boy, yeah. All taking care of my father business, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the old people have a saying, when you meet you and pass you. So,
well, boy, I hope so.
So you have something to come again.
Hello,
good morning.
Morning, guys. Morning.
Morning.
I know you're all in a segment. Can I just say something very quickly?
Go ahead.
Lennox, you of all people, you know what Andy talking about, you know. You know what Nigel talking about.
Yes.
You all
Yes, I am.
afraid to say.
I am. I was about to say before he cut me off that at the risk of sounding like devil's advocate. So that will cover you. That will cover what it is. That's right. All right. So right. So the problem is solved. You see, but he didn't give me a chance. He didn't give me a chance to say. Cut me off because he's so annoyed.
Right,
So, no, not me. It's the caller calling and beg for a chance. But go ahead.
Let me say quickly.
Yes.
We fight too hard, Andy. Leonard.
Yes.
Well, Nigel, sorry, but it wasn't. I don't know how much you fight, darling.
Yeah,
I don't really.
I ran fright in the hot sun on my truck.
Okay, but I don't really know your sweetheart. But I don't know your work. But anyway, from knowing the ground report, we fight too hard to get the UNC into power for 2030 to come and bite between the tail. So we have to do the work now. Right? When it is wrong, we say it is wrong, pull up all your socks. Right? Because what is going to happen, people don't talk, Trinidadians don't talk, They just wait for the day to use that finger. So we have to fight to keep this government in power. Remember, we fight in the PNM. They're not an easy party. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Can I give
Nice
you a number?
intervention.
On all of that, can I give you a number before you go?
Oh, she didn't give us. She probably forgot. She forgot. But the lines are open, people. It is the segment for your numbers.
He is one of the
Boy,
greatest.
good boy. I want to go back in the next day, but let me play the segment. The man say he was just a devil's advocate, boy. He good.
Hello, welcome.
Boy, he good.
Good morning.
Good morning. This old lady gives you all 32.
32. Okay.
And she's now. I remember when Andy went 32, 21. But this morning I want money. 14.
14?
14, right? 14. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
14.
Thank you.
Hey, come on.
Money share yesterday.
Yes.
Hello, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Last week, Friday, I gave you 25. Yesterday, I gave you 28 and 8. I given you 3 this morning.
How much?
And I have a problem with our
What number?
representative.
3?
What? 3.
Okay.
I have a problem with our representative from Naparima. I took a drive this morning. This Benjamin woman is doing so much of patchwork in her constituency. I live up Upper Barrackport in Naparima. Our road, you wouldn't believe, you had to even tote your vehicle over some of the pothole it have from Upper Barrackport to Lengua. I have never seen our representative since for the election when he passed an act for vote. We have been supporting UNC from before we even born. And our road is such in a bad state that
well, I'm sure I'm sure he and others are listening. So
he will get the message.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I'm
next
sure.
caller. Morning.
Go ahead, caller for the next number.
Hey, Andy.
Yoy.
I was on the phone for about 20 minutes and
Oh God, boy, sorry, I forget you there, boy. I really want to forget you there. But I will never deliberately
because
do
you
that.
and I like to talk too many. Look, they come and they play mouth yesterday. They start play that today.
Yeah, boy, they play the mouth.
I go play 3. I want to continue with mouth, so I go play 3 and 12. Yeah, hey, Lennox.
Now somebody play 3 already.
12 because we are 3 already.
We are 3 already, so we go take the 12.
Lennox, your phone okay?
Nah, boy, not yet. I only get you. I'll get you over the weekend.
Yeah, but I gave your son a message for me, boy.
But I not his
Oh,
phone.
nah,
That is son phone.
I
Remember?
get it.
He's just
I
a
get
devil
it.
advocate. It's not his phone. It is son.
Hey, that's your phone. Yeah, his son.
No. I'm getting calls on the computer, so I have to be somewhere stationary. I can't carry it with me because I don't have one to carry as yet. All right?
Computer Karen 337 6940.
Yes,
Yeah,
that do go
yes,
on. That do
that's
go on.
right. WhatsApp, yeah.
That do go on. So what will go on is...
Right, I get your son and I leave the message with him
All
to tell
right.
your daddy.
All right, no problem. We'll deal with it.
But Felix, sorry, I don't watch it is. He's not there. At least his son answered the phone. He maybe forget to deliver the message, but Lennox was not there by the computer.
You know that his daddy went by per house and he talks to many.
Nah, like today.
Nah, he know for sure it's today and not yesterday.
Let's take one more.
Yeah, take you one more.
One more number.
Good morning. One more number, people, because it's 10 minutes to 9 already.
Go out on your side if you get it there.
Caller, welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
I gave 7 yesterday.
Yes, you did.
19 for today.
19, okay.
All right. So what's the numbers we have so far?
So our numbers go as follow: 14, 3, 12, and 19.
Right.
Waiting for your
Horse boy running speed.
Up to now, the dog in play, you know. And I don't think
Yeah,
dog go play in the rain.
Dog.
Yeah, right.
Why not, boy?
Boy, I don't know how dog can go play in the
Well,
rain.
I know Hog for sure.
Yeah, hog.
Hog play yesterday.
Yeah, hog play
Hog
yesterday.
play
Yeah.
Wait.
Yesterday.
And we give that man people win money with 3 marks, boy. You know what? 3,
No, I tell you.
21.
Yesterday we got the 7, we got the 21, and we got the 8.
That real mark. And watch, all right, let me say a pleasant good morning to Solo and all the Solo factory workers and them. Hey, Ricky, good morning to you, your daughter. Shavani. A pleasant good morning to you. Nice. And Tubas. Ricky said don't forget to call him. Tubas, call Ricky. You know Ricky from Solo Factory. Tubas. Dexter Tubas, call Ricky. Nice. So my mark for today will go as follow. I heard that you see yesterday I did walk the Obia. Remember I keep asking earlier. What is the number for Obia? I went and I walked the Obia. And then I just wanted to get back the numbers that we played. And only see the numbers that we played, we get 3. After I catch the man back, I was a walk over on display with man. And he come and he gave me 3. So in walking over on display with man, I believe today, what's the numbers we have for today?
The numbers today: 14, 3, 12, and 19.
Nice. Mouth play yesterday, the dog, the pit bull, they say mightn't think today. But somebody say with plenty rain, you see plenty crapo. So crapo is 13, and
13.
Yeah, so I go with the 13 crapo, but I keep in my dog too. So 13, 20. Yeah, I gotta keep my dog.
Yeah, because we're trying my best to keep you from the Ubia, man.
Yeah, but here what bad too, eh? All that money we win, that real big money win yesterday. I feel like 33 could come today, eh? Because they said 33 is big money, eh? Imagine that, eh? Hey, but I only could
let's see.
I only could pick 2.
Let's see.
I can't go with big money 33 there at all. I can't go there, boy. Hey, boy. All right, let's take that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Going Report. We'll be back. What shucks? Best week organized.
Did you know? A special feature on Talk City 91.1 FM, where we uncover fascinating facts about Trinidad and Tobago, our history, culture, people, places, and achievements. Join us as we take a closer look at the stories that make our twin island nation unique.
Did you know that Brian Lara still holds the record for the highest individual score in first-class cricket? In 1994, he scored an incredible 501 not out for Warwickshire in England. He also holds the Test cricket record for 400 not out, making him one of the greatest batsmen the game has ever seen. His achievements continue to inspire cricketers around the world.
And that's today's edition of Did You Know? We hope you've learned something new about Trinidad and Tobago. Join us again for another interesting fact as we continue exploring the people, places, and events that have shaped our nation. This has been Did You Know on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
But wait, my sister just sending money from overseas? Already?
With the WIDIT app, receiving MoneyGram transfers is easier than ever. Now, family and friends around the world can send funds directly to your WIDIT wallet in minutes. No more lines, no more waiting.
It's just what I need, just when I need it. And the money's already in my wallet.
It's fast, secure, and convenient. Remind your loved ones to choose WIDIT when sending with MoneyGram. Plus, every week, 5 lucky customers receiving funds through their WIDIT app will win 500 TT, credited directly to their WIDIT wallet. Promotion ends August 31st. Approved by the NLCB. Search for WIDIT and download the WIDIT app today. Powered by Massey Remittances. WIDIT, your money, your way.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Oh boy. Only it's 3 minutes to the hour. So here it is. We had a rack up. We have no voice notes that we could.
And before we go, don't forget to contact Dr. Tim Gopi Singh. I want to also share this information, and that is persons who have outstanding surgeries to do. They are inviting you to contact four particular numbers so that you could get the whole process expedited. It will update their information system as well. But of course, you must know your full name, address, your patient card number, approximate length of time you have been waiting, type of surgery, date of your last clinic visit, name of your attending doctor and clinic, and of course confirmation that you are still interested in proceeding with the surgery. The numbers are 468-2043. 468-1808. The other one 468-2060, and the last one 468-1749. We trust that will assist you in, of course, expediting your vitally needed surgery.
Nice. So John Tobago. Coming up next is Mr. X and Stefan Rees with Off the Record. The big program right after the Ground Report program between the hours of 9 and 12. Yes. So stay locked on to Talk City 91.1 FM. Right. And don't forget tonight, there's no corridor transformation. Enoch Smith is going to do the Matrix by Pagos. It's called the Brokerfoot stupid dance now. Yeah, he's going to do that. I don't know how we're going to do that. Let me see the road wet and it's slippery. And you know, ting, when you do that dance, you go spin in the back.
People, I'm sure you wouldn't want a friend like that, but that's how it is.
Oh boy, he going to do that stupid dance. Let me also say thanks to Nigel Snipes, man. Again, for all of us having a very successful week. Look forward to seeing you next week. I think we will be in Tobago very soon. I think for the Blue Food Festival. We're supposed to be in Tobago very soon. Yeah. So Trinidad and Tobago, on behalf of the Ground Report team, after God family comes first, be safe on the nation's very wet roads. Until Monday morning, please God, same time, same place. Don't switch that dial at all from 91.1 FM. Yours truly, the Pitbull of radio. We are out of here.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with